Anoche cuando bailaba vi que mis pasos daba de dos en dos. Era que estaba temblando y con tanta bulla ni se notó. El ritmo que se tocaba tenía más fuerza que todo aquel temblor. Y nadie quiso salirse para dejar ese pachangón. ¿Dónde te agarró el temblor? En medio de la cocina. ¿Dónde te agarró el temblor? Bailando con Catalina. ¿Dónde te agarró el temblor? En casa de la vecina. ¿Dónde te agarró el temblor? Muy cerquita del portón.
Check, check. Welcome back to another episode of Chicano Shuffle. This is Ramon.
Steph's.
Fernando.
So, ¿dónde les agarró el temblor, cabrones?
¿Cuál de los dos?
¿Cuál de todos, güey?
There was two, güey.
Yeah, there was multiple ones, but over here where we felt them, it was in July 4th was like around 10 a.m. Like around 10ish. And then the July 5th, eran como las 8 de la noche, güey. But I think because, yeah.
Was it really at 10 in the morning, güey?
Yeah, it was like a little bit past, it was a little bit past 10.
No, the one on the 4th of July?
Yeah. It was a little bit past 10.
But the one the next time from the
It was
5th?
like 7 or 8 at night. Yeah, but pinche, the thing is that we got the I guess it did happen in California, but it was in the Kern County area, Ridgecrest area, like north east side, you would say.
That's where all the meth use is.
Yeah, it's
All the tweakers.
It's a couple of hours away from the
Quieres
city
ubicarte.
of LA.
Yeah.
So,
Tweakerville, güey.
Yeah, all the meth labs are over
Yeah,
there.
it's a couple hours, güey.
So, allá sí pegó
Probably a
chingón.
fucking meth lab that blew up, güey. Just those pinches scientists at Caltech. No, okay, it was Ridgecrest.
Oh my God, the fault line is falling apart. Fucking California becomes an island.
No, but that's just crazy. You didn't see like the little
crack?
No, the map of the earthquakes even before the 4th of July one. Había in Alaska, and there was in Alaska, then like fucking Canada. It like kind of worked its way down, güey.
Oh shit.
That's why everybody's like, oh shit,
Se estaba estirando el hijo de la chingada.
Pero sí se la jalaron los reporters, especially the one for the 4th of July, güey. I mean, it was not even that much footage of some pinches latas that fell, and it was like a 4-hour segment.
There was the road. You didn't see the one, the road?
No, that's our taxpayers at hard work, güey. I've seen that shit fucking took my tires last time I was going to Mammoth, güey.
Ya estaba.
No te la creas,
Esa ya
güey.
estaba, güey.
That shit's been there
La
for years,
pinche
bro.
finta, güey.
That's our tax dollars, güey.
Is it right there by the beef jerky place? So,
Sí, estuvo cabrón, güey.
yeah, so...
It just wasn't like a violent one, güey.
So over here in LA, in our area, we got the ripple. The last of it, it was like very
I don't know
slow.
about the last of it, güey.
Well, es como cuando donde pasa el centro está más fuerte. It's always the strongest. And then as it expands, it starts, the rippling. La ola, like it starts weakening. So we kind of like got the weekend.
I don't know if we got the weekend, güey, pero I think it wasn't like a violent quake, güey, lo que no fue.
It was like a rolly. Kind of like
Como un pinche barco, güey.
Ándale. Like it rolled and like you felt it.
And like it rolled in, güey, because you can.
But it was long, güey.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It rolled in quedito, and then it built,
And then
se bajó, so estuvo.
Yeah.
It feels weird, güey, but it wasn't violent, güey.
Yeah, so the first one I'm saying, acaba de llegar de desayuno con la comadre, güey. So then I was chatting con la mija. Next thing you know, I felt it. I'm like, what the hell? La mija freaked out. She freaks out at these.
She freaks out.
She does. No estaba dormido, güey. Pues, ¿cómo nos agarró en El Salvador, güey?
Maybe it's a Salvadoran thing, güey.
Qué culero.
I had to, güey. I couldn't let that one go, güey.
¿Sabes qué, güey? I don't know.
We were in El Salvador, yeah. Las pinche desmadre que se hizo, like a 3.2, güey.
Everybody was running like crazy.
3.2.
It wasn't that bad, güey.
It wasn't 3.2 either.
Y este güey, como allá, remember, me porté bien, me comporté bien.
Yeah, so this
It's like a 3.2.
So that was on July 4th. And then on the 5th was in the evening. I was...
well, there's even that morning, way of the
Pero en LA though. Donde se
sintió. Se woke up Cynthia, and it was like a...
I only felt the Thursday one that you're talking about and the one at 8 at night.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones I felt.
Yeah.
And then even after that one at 7, whatever you're saying, there was a bunch of little ones like within that
a lo mejor ya was already on my way to work.
Yeah, it's fucking city ambiance, way.
Yeah.
No. See,
Oh, no, probably. I mean, pero no sé. Ya los que se sintieron es like everybody's already at home.
Pero no, es que ya estás vigilant, güey. Ya estás prendido. So you feel even a little one.
So esa del Friday night, I estaba chingando unos pinches tacos, watching TV. When it started shaking, I'm like, just looking around con el pinche taco en la mano. I'm like, fuck it. I kept eating. I'm like,
¿Ya? ¿Te valió pito?
Me valió madre.
I want to believe this story.
No. I mean, you could talk to the mija.
Was still standing under the doorway, or what's the move now? Where that's the move when I was in 6th grade. Where
Now let's get into the fucking table.
Yeah, I don't think that was the myth. I don't think that they make the frames like they used to.
That's what I was told when
Maybe
I was
that's
in
what it
6th
is,
grade.
güey.
Yeah.
Maybe the codes changed.
Yeah, the codes changed, so they don't make the frame, the door
So
frame.
now you need a sturdy.
I mean, you can go to Home Depot and buy a fucking built-in frame with the door already. You just
Yeah, but when you
slide
slide
it in.
in the cord, like when the house, you seen the door frames bare. They're reinforced, güey.
It should be.
Pero the
codes change.
I don't know what's changed, but they're like, no, that's not safe anymore.
I know. So
Ducking covers.
I don't know. I looked out the window and they kept it pretty 90s where the whole fucking neighborhood was outside. Remember, like when we were kids? Todos afuera.
Fucking the Northridge one was
That one was crazy.
yeah.
94,
93, 94.
94.
94,
That
right?
was closer though, güey.
Yeah, I remember the A's were playing against the Giants, the World Series. They were playing it. Oh no, that's the
88.
one in San Francisco.
That was an 80.
Remember the A's were playing against the Giants and they fucking stopped the game.
Was it the A's or was it the Dodgers?
No, it was a Bay Area fucking
The
World
Oakland A's,
Series.
right?
Oh, okay.
It was the A's against the Giants back. That was the San Francisco one though. Yeah, the Northridge one was. That one was
En la
fucking-
madrugada fue.
Yeah, early.
Eso fue en la madrugada. Fucking, I remember I had just got. It was what was it? A Sunday night to a Monday morning, right?
I can't remember.
Something like that because I think we just gotten back from the movies. Y ya venía todo
Pinche Ramón, tú siempre de ambiente before the earthquakes, güey.
Yeah.
The Thursday one, right after breakfast.
Yeah, I came back from the pantry.
Friday, you were eating tacos, güey. Back in the 90s, you came back from the movies.
Si me agarra el pinche temblor de que se ve, ¿sabes qué? Este güey se hizo la...
So next fucking,
pasó
when we
suave.
really get the big one, I'm going to think that my friend Ramon left this earth fucking right after he had a good time somewhere.
Or a good meal.
Se fue con sonrisa.
Se fue bien comido el pinche Ramón.
Se fue con la pancita llena.
Hey, thanks for the slud hammers, güey.
Yeah.
Pinche, the Bobby fucking text
Yeah,
me.
Mr. Biggs me mandó. I'm
There's
like,
a few people, ¿no? Que mandaron.
There was a couple. There was a little Miss B también. She sent us out. But Mr. Biggs, like right away, like, hey, everything, like, I was trying to downplay, like, aquí no pasa
Pues
nada.
no, güey. I told him that it's just a mass hysteria in the
¿Sabes
media,
dónde me
güey.
agarró el temblor, güey? Bailando en la cocina.
Ahorita que se agachó el pobre. Ahorita te agarró.
Yeah, ahorita también tembló a little bit.
Yeah, no, we got a little aftershock right now.
Yeah, shit, so.
There was a shit ton of earthquakes, though, güey.
Yeah, no, pero estuvo. It was a little wake up call. Like, oh shit, they're back.
Yeah.
They're here.
No, porque sí estuvo cabrón, porque the one on the 4th, you know, fucking everyone's like, oh, ese es todo mamado. Oh, right here. Y como dices, ya está medio calmadón. But then the one on the 5th was bigger than the one on the 4th, güey.
The one on the 5th was the biggest one in 20 years, is what they said.
Yeah, I wonder if you know do waterbeds still exist?
The what?
Waterbeds.
Waterbeds?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who has
Would
them.
that
I'm
make
sure
you?
they
Would
exist.
that make you like kind of like?
Feel like you're in the motion of the ocean?
No, but también like you know, would you even feel it if you're in the water? Because si te mueves, esa madre is already rocking, güey.
Maybe not, güey.
No, ¿verdad?
You'll feel it when the chandelier hits you in the fucking head, güey.
El pinche abanico. Dinga su madre. No, me va a ponchar la pinche cama.
No.
But what happened to waterbeds? They were just a failure,
just
right?
terrible
Fucking
design,
uncomfortable as fuck is what happened.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Fucking bad bags thrown everywhere.
And then you fucking made a mistake and fell in it with a pencil, ya valió.
Y
I never had one. I was too young.
sí llegué a acostarme en una. Some relative had one.
Me too, güey.
And fucking, I don't know what it was. Ya ves que llegas. There's always a baby lying around in a fucking bed somewhere. A random baby in a room, dormido.
Yeah, those are the symptoms of a Mexican fucking household. con una specific sábana for the baby.
Yeah.
Over the fucking sábana.
Por si se mea, no vaya a manchar la cama, güey.
Qué raza.
But I saw that meme.
There was a meme?
I saw that meme.
I thought we were being original, right?
No. Me acordé de eso, though, because there was true. There was a kid in the bed, and so I'm like, I couldn't go take a nap there because there was a kid. So I go to another, I think it was an older cousin's room, y que me acuesto y pinche cama started like, what the fuck? I panicked.
Yo casi salí volando, güey.
Yeah, I panicked.
Oh, shit.
No one told me it was a waterbed either.
Yeah,
I went off the side.
¿Te estabas ahogando, güey? Ay, charraba.
Did you wake up all chueco, güey?
Fuck, I don't know. I
you
didn't
didn't
sleep.
sleep?
No, I didn't. Fuck that. Dije,
I slept on one way and I was all
chingue
chueco
su
the next
madre.
day. It was
pretty
uncomfortable as
fancy,
fuck, güey.
I didn't have those luxuries.
No, we didn't have them. We
Well, to even lay on them,
Ah,
man. I just saw them in movies.
Oh, okay. You never went to like una pinche tienda de ahí en la
never saw that store,
HP,
güey.
en la HP en la lengua donde tuvieran una.
I don't even know where they sold those, güey.
They're like fucking. What
They don't
is
sell
it?
them at Sears, güey.
They're probably like the memory foams of today, no?
Yeah.
Of those days.
Yeah, you go to donde vas a los pinches.
I never remember going like to Sears and you know que brincabas on other fucking mattresses.
Wow, you're waiting. I didn't do that.
Well, fucking te acostabas, fucking
yeah.
te tirabas, you know, like, oh shit, let me try them all.
Pinche savage over here.
I know. A mí me jalaron de la oreja, güey.
A mí se me arreglaban, güey, when I did shit like that in public. Acá pinche Fernie, apparently.
It was open season.
Yo tenía fucking fama de fucking Houdini, güey.
Pinche travieso over here. Like, no le dice nada.
Yeah.
No about nada,
Makes
güey.
sense.
A mí me jalaban las orejas, las patillas, una pinche nalgada, güey.
A ver, tampoco tenías patillas as a kid.
Yeah,
the
you still have
fucking
little
pork chops. You had sideburns when you were a kid?
No, just a little bit.
Pork chops.
In the 70s.
You gotta understand.
Ramon was 12 in 74 with pork chops.
Pork chops.
Sideburns. They used to pull my polyester shirt, he says.
In preschool with fucking...
He had a hairy chest
Me
at
jalaban los
14.
pelos del pecho, güey.
He had a hairy ass chest at fucking 14, güey. Ven pa' acá, Ramón. Ay, güey.
¡Mamá, no!
No me jala la cadena, ma, eh. Jáleme nomás los pelos.
You look like a little Morrissey, güey, in fucking preschool,
Little
man.
John Travolta, güey. El Travolta.
So, yeah.
cabrón.
So, fucking waterbeds, huh? Chinguen a su madre.
Yeah, no.
They suck bad. They suck
Definitely not
balls,
earthquake friendly.
But, sea lo que sea, we survived it.
Yeah, no, it wasn't too bad.
It wasn't bad. I mean, but thank you for
But we're
everybody
still
that reached
expecting
out.
the big ones, supposedly, no?
Yeah.
Well, they said no, güey. Well, I mean, we're expecting it, pero...
I never heard they said nowhere.
I'm saying
Everybody
they-
says we're expecting a big one.
Well, remember I talked about the one time we're way overdue, way. Pero what I mean is they said that this has nothing to do with the big one, pues. Like
no.
this one doesn't forecast que ya viene the big one. It also doesn't mean that fucking the fault didn't get relief and that we delayed the big one. So it has like no relevance on the big one.
Hey, que no había un pinche app for fucking
There
predicting
is.
earthquakes?
It's
Or like it
Shake,
gives
Shake
you...
LA or something.
Shake LA?
Or Quake LA or I don't know.
I don't know.
But people are crying because it didn't send anything, way.
Fucking para los que pagaron for that.
But it's
You don't pay. You don't pay.
that 7.1?
that,
If
yeah.
that was in Whittier, it would have done some damage.
Oh, yeah.
Que ya se ve a lot of open land, güey. Pero si aquí fueras aquí, güey, sí, it would have been a
Well,
little
even
bit
that,
more.
what is it, the San Andreas fault? How far is that?
That's right there, way. That's
it?
all San Andreas. Way. It goes up like by the mountains, right there.
okay.
That's where you go around the mountains. Remember we were saying you go to Mammoth?
Yeah.
Pasas por ahí, the fucking mountains right there, fucking Sequoia and all that.
Oh, shit.
So the fault runs right around the fucking mountains, way.
It's the Angeles Crest, no?
The Angeles Crest.
Yeah.
No, the Angeles Crest is the forest right here, way.
No, the Angeles Crest, it comes down Palmdale, that area over there, way. It starts here and it
mountain?
ends over there.
Yeah, the mountain range, yeah.
Yeah, the Angeles Crest.
Shit, fuck that. Pero sí dice que the big one has the potential to turn California into an island. Or sink.
That's what they say, way. Sí está cabrón.
Imagínate si nos hacemos islas, güey.
See, I was talking to my girl when the earthquake hit, way, pinche cell phone, valía pito. Our infrastructure sucks, way.
Oh, we didn't get no, like, yeah, fuck
Dick,
it.
if we get a earthquake, I think even a little bit bigger than that 7.1, where, I mean,
Well, si
8,
fuera esa
9?
aquí,
But
güey.
wait a minute. Aren't you the same guy that turned off the Amber Alert app?
yeah, but I was talking to her, where I'm telling you, I was on the phone while the earthquake was
you were
going.
on the phone.
You didn't say on the phone. You were talking to your girl, you said.
Yeah, no, I was talking, and the cell phone. I was saying that the cell phone went out. I was talking to her, and the signal kept cutting in and out.
What's your provider?
It's Verizon.
Oh.
So I was thinking that our infrastructure fucking sucks. Right? I mean, they've already saying that our buildings and our bridges are fucking terrible. Way. So un pinche earthquake, vamos a valer pito, way. It's
So
gonna
like-
be fucking chaos, way.
It was like you said, güey. If that earthquake was here, güey, it would have pinche desmadre, güey.
Aquí hubiera sido pinche free for all.
Allá, como
Pinche
dices,
matanzas,
there's a lot
güey.
more open. fucking-
Looting.
Yeah.
There's a
fucking-
house every fucking 3 miles or whatever.
Yeah.
Robadera. Fucking te roban, güey. And then what do we do?
What are you? What's happening over there?
Well, you telling me que me quieren robar con pura cultura, güey. I had to fucking brush up on my newest episode, güey. Shout out to Yo Daddy Lazy.
Yo Daddy. He's Yo Daddy.
No les hagas caso, güey. A mí también ya me traen de pinche carrera acá, güey. No puedes tener una conversación chingona como eso, güey.
I guess they've been sliding to each other's DMs, you know? Mm-hmm. And like, hey, Steph, so how's everything
I'm gonna say what you always say. It's networking, güey.
All right.
That's what you always say, güey.
Yeah, well, for me it is.
So you know, that's true.
Yeah. That's the excuse, so I'm gonna use it.
It's not an excuse, it's a fact.
It's a fact, bro.
It's a fact. Yeah, so esos compas de allá, fucking aventándole carrilla.
Esos cabrones deal with fucking snowstorms and shit. Like how we deal with earthquakes.
Earthquakes.
But los que se vienen from the east, where they're all afraid
and
of earthquakes,
occasional
no?
traffic.
I know, a lot of people are afraid of
They
earthquakes.
fucking freak out, güey.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Nosotros, because we grew up with it, güey. Es otro pedo, güey.
Yeah.
It's like if we're standing allá and a pinche little tornado came at us, güey, we'd probably freak out too, güey.
Yeah, I mean, I guess because you could see it coming. You know, maybe.
No, but I'm saying it's because something you don't experience.
I mean, you say que it didn't even interrupt your tacos, güey.
No, it didn't.
If you were if you were acá como los compas from another...
Oh, yeah, we've been panicking, dude. Like,
tacos se habían volado, güey.
Me pega chorro, güey. Del susto.
Y te los quieres comer al 100. You don't want to waste them.
No.
Nah, but it was smooth, way. It was a smooth way. At least here, it felt it was smooth, way.
Yeah.
Estuvo quedito. It rolled into itself. It got larger, and then it fucking came down, way.
Yeah, but este pinche, this fucking July, or the beginning of the July, estuvo interesante, güey. So we had the earthquake on the 4th and the 5th. Then we had did you guys catch any of the soccer games?
Yeah, I saw the
females?
part of the females, and then the
Mexico?
Why? ¿Qué vas a decir, güey?
No. I'm just like, it was exciting. In the morning, güey, me aventé las female, what was it, United States and Netherlands?
The World Cup.
The World Cup? Fuck, dude, that was a good one. That was a good one, dude.
Would you buy a women's World Cup
Yes,
jersey?
I would. Yes, I would.
Nah, he would.
Because I hear this argument all the time about the pay way, but sponsors way. I mean, the men's team brings more sponsors.
You mean the pay?
They sell more. Yeah, because I started hearing this again with this new wave.
Yeah.
So, the men's team gets sponsors way. People buy more of the jerseys. They attend more of the fucking games. I mean,
it's funny you mentioned this because I was having a conversation con el Daniel H about that.
Shit.
No, because
sliding into DMs.
No, because we've been.
Why does everybody have fucking?
No, because no contestas tú, güey. You never look at your shit.
Yeah, that might be true.
So we've been going back and forth with the soccer. Hey, we viste esta Simón y que la chingada, right? So he sent me one to Snoop Dogg. That Snoop Dogg saying like, you know what, the guys get paid $500,000 for like, you know, if they were to win it.
The bonus or whatever?
Yeah, the bonus would have been $500,000 and the ladies get $90,000.
But is that the players' fault way? The players have nothing to do with that, how much they get paid way.
No, that's so I was telling them, look, I think it has to do, you're right, it's the sponsorship, but I mean, it's not only that, the support. If the ladies soccer teams or the events are not getting packed, if they don't have the people supporting it or anything, how you can't get expected to get paid.
Yeah, you can't.
The men's teams do have the support. So what I was telling them, he's like, maybe the ladies should, all the ladies should start going. I'm like, you can't force the women to go to participate in something like if they're not sports fans.
Yeah, but then they're the ones saying, why are women getting paid less?
I know, but the thing is, you can't. So what I was telling them, but let's just give an example. Let's just say la selección mexicana, right? For every 100 fans or every 100 supporters, at least 30% of those are women.
Yeah.
Right? So the women that are already supporting the soccer, that really know about soccer, that follow soccer, that are aware of what's going on, if they were to do their part and support the female sports, then that would make an impact.
Yeah.
And eventually también, the man will be like, you know what, fuck it, pues vamos a ver acá, because ahora las mujeres, a lo mejor la esposa, la novia o algo se está jalando al novio, and then they start going, that's a way.
Yeah.
But I think that's the problem, even that thinking that you're talking about, way. I mean, ya viste, el pinche women's one, like you said, you're todo centrado, te gustó más que the guys one already, because they're not fucking around. Igual, way, why is it, you're saying, hey, pinche, well, if we get the women first, se jalan los guys. Ya viste, te gustó a ti.
No.
It's just like Esteban says, though, that the women's side of the sport is just not as big. There's not as much money in it. You can talk about like the regular wage inequality, but esto es diferente, way, because it's like if the sport's not making enough to give them the bonus like the guys, how do you justify it? Way?
No, I understand.
Even as corrupt as they are, way.
But super corrupt, way.
Yeah, but they were also talking. I think one of them was the pay. But the thing is that you read the other things that they were requesting or that they wanted. Because
I mean, everything.
They sent like I guess they put a petition or they let the FIFA know that it's not fair. Why do they get paid this and that? But the other things they were saying is as far as the medical staff, they don't have the medical staff that the U.S. men's teams have. They don't have the training facilities that the U.S. men has. When they travel, they don't travel like the U.S. men's. These girls travel coach, which is not a big thing, but it goes to show that the men have their own plane or they'll like fly.
But it all comes to sponsors. Right? It all comes to the same thing.
The money.
It comes from the Nike. It comes from everybody that brings in big money to. You can't fault the guys. Way they're just the players. These are the sponsorships. These are the organization that pays for these trips. Way why isn't Nike paying for fucking not coach? Why isn't Nike giving them Adidas? Why aren't these people giving them these perks?
That is all excellent points. And like I said, yes, they don't have the support that the men's have. So in order to make a change of that, I think not just women, but men too.
I've never seen a guy with a women's soccer jersey.
I didn't know that some of these girls, or at least, some of the Europe has European Women's League. I didn't know that until I started watching the World Cup because they kept mentioning, so-and-so plays with the Manchester United team, or so-and-so works with the Real Madrid, or so-and-so plays with the Barca. So I guess there's a female...
There's a whole league to it.
Yeah, there's a whole league.
All over the world, yeah.
All over the world. I didn't know that there's one right here. I've never seen...
Well, where do you think these women from these countries play at? Where?
Well, it might be somewhere... I mean, at least in California and L.A. Do you know of a team that's a female soccer team?
No.
I don't know what team we have, way.
No, I don't.
I know that there's those leagues, way.
Yeah, but I don't know where they're at right here. So one of it, maybe the FIFA or maybe the U.S. Soccer or whatever is not doing the job in promoting this to make it happen.
It's a tough gig, way, because the LAFC got it right, way. Somehow they figured out what the Galaxy... the MLS with Galaxy here, they try to come, and back in like 94, 95 when the league started, it took fucking a long time for the U.S. to finally establish the MLS as legit. I don't know what the fuck the LAFC did, way, but apparently they got it right, way, because they get a shit ton of people there.
Well, the other thing, though, look at what LAFC came in. It came in already, 20 years later?
But what I'm saying is that if women want the same thing, it's a long fucking road, way. If the MLS took this long for the fans to finally say, you know what, yeah, this is LAFC is a good squad, let's support them, there's money coming in. I bet you they're making a shit ton of money right there
los pinches tickets ya subieron, güey.
It's a long fucking road.
Well, they used to be like 20 something, now they're like anywhere from like 50 to 80.
I just saw Trejo over there. I mean, it's getting to be a thing.
It's getting,
that's what they did with the LAFC. They threw a lot of money out. They had a lot of celebrities. The fucking marketing money was al 100, way. Like,
and they even brought stars. They brought Vela. They brought
yeah. He doesn't want to play in Mexico.
Oh, no.
Why would he?
No,
he was playing. We're not Europe and Spain. Where
Italy.
Italy, yeah, I think it was Italy. He was playing.
Italy or Germany. One of those. Yeah, he was out of
right here's a fucking star. Where I mean, why would he want to play somewhere else? Where?
He's really good here. So the whole thing is that with this Women's World Cup, it kind of opened me up, and it opened up my eyes.
Your brown eye.
Fucking
te abrió el nudito.
Me abrió al 100, güey.
Ay, güey.
No, it opened me up in the sense that, like, I'm aware of this now. And, like, you know what? These women, these girls, these ladies, fuck, dude. My respects to them. They are fucking hardcore soccer players, you know, and todas se dieron a la pinche raya, güey. So I'm like, I was telling the mija, you know what, like, because I was telling her about this. I'm like, I read about this and I was thinking about it. I'm like, okay, I can see how they see that it's not fair, but at the same time, they're not getting paid because maybe the support for them is not there, and maybe the U.S. soccer team or the association is not doing their part in promoting them also.
It's not way, but
You know, but in order to make something happen and have supporters and have a fan and have a good base, the people that you're under, they need to do their job to promote you.
Dig, look at somebody like Beyonce, way female, black. She gets paid a shit ton of fucking money because she brings the fucking money.
Yeah.
If anybody sees Beyonce, she's on the new Lion King and all this shit.
Yeah.
Her name brings fucking money, way. She makes a shit ton of fucking money.
Yeah, but that's totally different.
It's not because she brings. No, this is also entertainment. Sports is entertainment, where you have to be able to bring that money if you want to make that kind of money, way.
I understand, but at least I'm not saying that guys don't listen to Beyonce. That it's only just women.
Yeah.
But no, Beyonce is an artist. She has music that connects with men and women, whether it's the lyrics, whether it's the beat.
So why isn't soccer?
Because not everybody likes sports.
Not everybody likes Beyonce.
No, exactly.
But you're talking about genders. You're not talking about people. You're talking about men and women.
No,
you're saying not. Yeah.
I don't understand why you're breaking it up either.
No. So what I'm saying is, what was being said is, why aren't the women supporting them? Because, and I told you, not all women like sports. Not all women like soccer. Not all women like basketball. Not all hockey or whatever. I'm not saying that women don't like them. It's not their interest. And not only that, but también it depends on the generation. Maybe this generation right now, the little girls growing up, maybe they'll be able to have that. But if our generation, when I was going to Little League and the parks or anything, there was not co-ed Little League. There was not a girls team. It was all boys. And the girls were either in dance class.
Girls fucking
you got to understand, my generation.
You're not that far.
Dig, how you're 5-6 years older than me.
Exactly. So when I was like, 11 or something, you were like 5.
There was female softball players where there were soccer players.
Not in my community.
Really?
Otra vez, güey.
Right here in Florida, because right there in South LA.
You're 11 years. You're 47. Wait, no,
just because you didn't see them. They existed. Way.
Yeah, you're 5-6 years older than me.
Exactly.
You could have been a senior. I was in fucking 8th grade.
Okay,
it's the same fucking.
No, I understand, but I did not see that. I did not see that.
Doesn't mean it didn't exist.
That doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
Because and all my if my parents still have my team pictures. Or the little
there wasn't the co-ed.
Yeah, it wasn't co-ed, and then not only that, but normally
because there was boys and there's girls.
Yeah, but normally you would see them like on a Saturday or Sunday. All the diamonds were being used up, and you could tell if it was if it was a girl team or it was a co-ed. Normally you saw all boys.
Okay, mira.
Now
te lo voy a explicar in the kind of sense you're talking about. Cuando jugábamos softball, way, and when we used to play softball and go play on the game nights. Mirabas boy teams, girls teams.
And then co-eds.
No, mirábamos puros, it was the co-ed leagues. We were playing here a co-ed team, we were playing there a co-ed team. And si hubiera otro diamond, it was another co-ed team. So the games for boys or for men was a different day or earlier in the day. The girls were different, so you're never there.
That could be it. That could be it.
But you can't talk like the way you talk.
But I'm saying
you talk like that's how it was.
No, I don't remember seeing this.
You always do that though.
Okay,
you always talk like that's how it was because I didn't see it. Because I didn't see it, so women didn't play softball or soccer.
But now, so here's the thing though. Now you're starting to see it more in commercials. You're starting to see it more in the billboards and everything, where like you see the women being portrayed because when this whole Women's World Cup, I guess they started doing the promotion, and then they started, showing the Morgan and Rapinoe or Rapino.
Rapino, yeah.
Yeah, and then Laval, and then all these
más.
Yeah, and then you start seeing it, right? So now, little girls.
Because it wasn't ya que van 4 World Cups. Because I remember the other one, the chick got in trouble for taking off her shirt. Remember?
Yeah, that was in '94, I think. No, '95.
That was in 95.
90, yeah, 95.
I think it was like 99 or something. Way.
Oh, probably. Yeah, it was in the 90s.
I don't remember the one from the early 90s. Way. Yeah. But I remember that one. I think it was
también ellas, en ese sentido, they kind of make a point. They're like, we've done more than the men's team has.
It all comes down to money, way. It comes down to sponsors, way.
But it's all in perspective, way. Because, they've done more in that amount of time. Pero como dice este güey, aquellos güeyes, the guys have been playing for the longest time, way. It might have took them longer.
Do you remember when the U.S. team started?
The U.S. for
soccer? Men's.
You mean the MLS?
The first. Well, not the first. But
they've been around since like the 60s, I think, even earlier. Where
because
it's a long ass time.
Yeah.
Well, I remember.
That's what I'm saying. It's relative way. Estos ways you're talking about a long ass time. They've made a lot of strides in these last 20 years way. For like the one I'm telling where the girl took off her shirt, she got in trouble. they've made strides, way. But
I won't even say that the U.S. played in the first World Cup, way.
No, I don't know about that one.
No, they didn't. They were not a soccer. The U.S. was not a soccer contender.
When did
it's because I think what happened with the U.S. was it the U.S. the one that we had a team, we went in como los fucking Leon la madre. I think they stopped playing for a few years, way. They stopped putting together a fucking team, I think, or was that someone else? Pero like I was saying, the fucking women también sí se las transearon, güey. No les tienen nada de respeto, because look at the World Cup fucking, ¿qué fue? Was it Saturday or Sunday, güey? Sunday. Look how they fucked them over, güey. Because that World Cup, they scheduled first, way. The Women's World Cup, they scheduled on Sunday. How it turned out that they did the Copa America and the Copa de Oro the same day. The 3 fucking finals were the same day. 2 men's and the fucking...
Women's.
No les put nada de respeto, güey. The fucking FIFA knew... Se hicieron pendejos when they go, hey, wait, what's happening here, way?
But the FIFA, you might as well say the Trump administration, way. I mean, what do you expect from FIFA, way?
Yeah, but I'm saying, no les tienen respeto. Yeah. So their job, what you're talking about, is even bigger because they literally said, oh, we fucked up. Come on, way. You didn't know that you scheduled the women's one on Sunday, and then pones la pinche Copa America and the Copa de Oro también, way. That's bullshit, way. You had all the fucking hype, all the news with the women's all fucking morning till la tarde hasta que ganó Mexico. Then all the feed fucking turned Mexico. I never heard about the fucking women again.
Yeah.
So it's a mamada, way.
But so even the Copa America is a stunt, way. That's just to get Mexico and the U.S. to the
Copa America is South America, way. They
whatever was on the Copa Oro, that's just to get Mexico and the U.S. to qualify. They don't give a shit about Costa Rica.
Yeah, because there was
Costa Rica is the Copa America, way.
Yeah, so there was a little controversy, I guess, for when Mexico advanced to the final, that que le dieron un penal a Mexico and it wasn't, and you know, you hear a lot of raza like, you know what, no fue penal, pero fuck it, we'll take it, type of deal, right? And I think because Copa Oro did not have the VAR, which is a review thing, like now that they check whenever they
I thought
the Copa Oro didn't have it. The Women's World Cup did. I don't know about the Copa America because I didn't see that one. I didn't care. I had no.
You didn't have skin.
I didn't have skin on the fucking bone on that one.
But why don't you understand that it's sponsorship?
It's a money thing.
I'm not telling you.
But you're saying that they did more in a little bit of time.
No.
That's what you're saying.
Listen to what I said. They're claiming that they've done more for the women's soccer than the men has. That's what they were also claiming. I mean, not claiming, but that's also what they stated. Yeah. I'm not telling you that. I understand. I'm not arguing. I'm not saying that like, oh no, this is bullshit. No, they do need supporters, and they need people in the fans, and they need people buying their merch, and they need people going to the games and watching the games on TV, getting those ratings up, so that the FIFA or the U.S. soccer team or whatever it is sees that you know what, there is supporters in this, and that's what it is. So what I was saying is that, like, you know what? See, por ejemplo, not everybody's a sports fan. We agree on that, right? Not everybody's a sports fan.
Yeah, but this is this is genders, way. This is everybody that claims.
I'm leading to that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Not everybody's a sports fan. Yeah.
We don't watch basketball, right? We don't always watch basketball because no nos interesa. Yeah. So all right. There's little things that we do watch, we support, and we follow, and we like, even if we're in the bandwagon of that fucking season or whatever it is, or that event, we jump on it, right? So the women, I think it's going to be harder because not a lot of people will follow them because maybe they're not used to it for whatever reason, whether they're being gender biased because they might say, you know, pinches viejas,
there's a stigma to it. Way.
Yeah, there's a stigma to it. Whatever reason to it. I like to think that this U.S. women's team kind of twisted that because a lot of the guys that I've been talking to, not even guys, but a lot of people that I've been talking because I've been talking nonstop about this. Man, the Women's World Cup is fucking badass. And I've been getting a lot of that same reaction. Hopefully this turns that.
Well, it's definitely a stepping stone. I don't think it's going to turn it away.
Well,
like I'm saying, I remember the one from 2000 or 99, whatever it was. I remember that one. That was a memorable one with them, but they're all stepping stones. Way.
I send.
Hopefully, they get to that point that they make the money they're supposed to. But
Budweiser put a little thing on Instagram, and it's really, I don't know if I should play it or not, but it talks about how, like, you know, the women's soccer team, they don't need fans, they need supporters. You know, and it's a good little promo. I'm like, oh shit, that's true. You know, and I think that's what it is. So and I was talking to the Mijan, I was even talking to Daniel H about it. Like, you know what? I think I'm going to do my part and start supporting the women's world soccer team. You know, because fuck it, I don't mind sporting a shirt that has a female's name on it. I have no problem with it. I mean, normally I really don't wear any shirts that have the players because I think that the name in the front is more important than the name in the back. You know, or the el escudo on the chest is more important.
Porque eras codo, no querías update your jerseys.
No. I still have my Raúl Mondesi one. I still have it, you know.
But you don't wear jerseys, güey.
No, I don't. But I wear the shirts, like the T-shirts, you know. Tengo las de México, la selección de México. I got one for the U.S., you know. But I'm all like, okay, if there's a women's, you know, soccer team or the women's, you know, you know what? Fuck yeah, I'm going to do my part. That way it starts helping getting this because, yeah, maybe...
You better buy it now, because they'll probably disappear next week, güey.
Oh, I mean, I'll wait for it. I mean, if they sell out, if they sell out, that's a good thing.
I'm saying it's like the thing I was talking about the noticias, güey.
Yeah.
The morning and afternoon was all about the women's fucking que chingonas estaban. As soon as Mexico game started, all that shit fucking disappeared from my feed, güey.
Yeah.
Because the FIFA los chingaron in that respect. Same thing with the fucking, you're saying about the jerseys. Everybody's pumped of them out right now. And un pinche mess. Who's going to be talking about it, güey?
Well, hopefully...
That's what I'm saying. The fucking shirts get pulled.
Hopefully it still lingers. Hopefully it does. Because I honestly think it really made an impact. It made an impact on me.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If you want to support, like you're saying, then it has to be now, way before they start pulling shirts and shit, wearing jerseys, whatever. Ya que dicen, no, la gente ya se les pasó. They're not selling anymore. It's now. It's not fucking, ya que when I get time to go to fucking Citadel or whatever.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No, I'm going to order online. I'm not going to go to no fucking store. Like that. I'm going to order online. You know, I ain't got time to fucking make no lines out in the street.
Yeah, but what's funny is that most people that complain about that pay are people that don't even fucking support any fucking sport way. Like, what the fuck are you complaining about and you don't support them?
It's
you said it before, way.
What?
The internet is fucking full of complainers.
Oh, my God, dude.
You know?
No, but es que tiene razón. It's the same people that say that the equality thing, the pay equality, but... Yeah, that makes sense in that context. But when you get to this context of entertainment, it's like Esteban's saying, way. The money just isn't their way. If they're not bringing in that kind of lana, they can't expect the same kind of pay, way.
I totally agree with that because if the money isn't there, how can we pay you?
It's not the same way. Yeah, it's not the same as if I'm working in an office way and you're working doing the same holiday way. That's not the same thing. Way.
No,
it's not apples to apples.
No, this one did. Their salary depends on attendance. On merch.
It depends on, like you said, the sponsors, how much money the whole thing is bringing in. It doesn't even have to be the attendance. Stadium could be empty if Nike's selling a chingo of jerseys when they're putting money into selling jerseys way.
But what are the chances of that happening? Like
I'm saying,
because if you're Nike, you're like, okay.
Nike puts in money, or who makes their jerseys? I didn't even fucking...
Nike does.
Does it? Was it Nike? It wasn't Reebok, was it?
A bunch of them changed, way, to Reebok or Adidas.
The women's, I think it's Nike, way.
Oh,
I don't know. But ponle, way.
Let's see.
They put in as much money as they think they're going to get back out of it, way. And it's like Esteban saying, way, if they don't think they gauge it, how much we're going to get in return. They're not going to put more than they're going to get in return, way.
Now, not to deviate from it, but did you notice the attendance between Copa America and Copa Oro?
No.
I
didn't see the Americas much. I saw highlights.
Yeah, Nike makes the women's jersey.
So there were. I remember when I was watching, I watched a game or two on Copa America. They were saying that you could see the stadiums were fucking almost half empty, and and some of the announcers, or not announcers, but I think it was because they weren't allowed to talk about it. I noticed that. But somewhere else I heard it either.
It was a Trump on that way?
Yeah, it's one of those because era Univision y Telemundo. Telemundo was broadcasting Copa America y Univision Copa Oro. Right? Copa Oro because it had Mexico. Mexico brings in a lot of people. Yeah. So como Mexico no estaba en la Copa America.
Dick, the U.S. was the away team when they played against Mexico.
And they were playing in Atlanta, no?
No, Chicago.
But they were the away team.
They were the away team. And if you looked in the seats, en cuanto México ganó contra fucking the Haitians.
The Haitians, right away.
The ticket, the tickets almost sold out.
Not only that, Ramon, but it's like fucking, like Momo said one time, like we're fucking, you know, Chicano comedians. We bring Chicanos that drink. The Mexican fucking soccer team, they make fucking a shit ton of money in the bars también, because what do the fans do? They want to fucking have pound, and they know they're going to make some money when Mexico plays with.
And they put the games on, and they're like, hey, they even announce it. They make flyers for it.
That team's always going to make money, dude.
You know, it has a good support.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
it has sea lo que sea.
Because it's more than a sport way. When it's the Mexico, it's a country way. It's like war way. It's like you're playing against another country.
Yeah.
You know, it's otro pedo, güey.
Yeah, y luego fucking, it's not only that, but like, I don't know. Did you watch it? No?
The Mexico one?
Bit, yeah.
I saw the second halfway.
Okay.
So
sí le faltó poquito salsa.
I always try to make it a habit to get it from the beginning because I like listening to the anthems, whether it's the U.S. team or the Mexico team.
Yeah.
You know, siempre.
Like how patriotic you are.
No, it's not that. It's just
a lot of people.
Well, you know
a lot of people fucking try to deny the U.S. fucking national anthem.
I still stand up and I still get chills when I hear it.
No.
Even in my living room, I put my hand over my chest and I listen to it.
Bro.
That's my thing. But when it was when Mexico and USA, I'm still gonna do it for both of them, right?
Fuck.
But I was conflicted. I'm like, fuck, who am I gonna go for? You know, my heart and everything is Mexico way.
I don't know about conflicted.
No, it's my. But I also.
I've never seen Ramon with the U.S.
His taxes are being paid here.
I have a U.S. shirt.
You have a U.S. shirt?
You just said it right now. That he has a U.S. shirt.
I have a U.S. shirt. Shirt.
I've never seen it, güey, pero...
No, well, I'll take a picture when I wear it and I'll send it to you para que la veas.
Lo saca, güey.
I'm gonna buy a U.S. jersey too.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
And the thing is, it's so this one I'm like, I believe it or not, my passion was with Mexico. My heart was with Mexico. But whenever USA was coming close, I'm like, fuck it, órale, come on, let's go. You know, it's like maybe I'm torn between both of them.
I'm not conflicted.
But I know more about the Mexico team than I know about the men's U.S.
Yeah.
You know, because el Tata, pinche, la mano de Dios, güey. Memo Ochoa, güey. You know, then fucking, I started seeing the new players, el Antuna, el pinche Raúl Jiménez, el Chaca.
Coming up, el Chaca played.
Why do they call him Chaca?
We've seen el Chaca before.
Yeah, I think we have, pero no era pelón, güey.
Yo soy chiquillo still, yeah.
Estaba en el sub-20, ¿no?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's like, you know, ¿por qué dicen el Chaca, güey? Was he tagging up in the locker rooms or what?
And
el pinche Vas hitting it up. Órale, pinche Chaca.
Fuck it.
You know?
It's like a little squad, güey, even if the other vatos didn't fucking show up or couldn't show up, los pinche otros mamones.
No, their teams didn't let them show up, boy.
Yeah, but...
Well, I don't know, aquel güey...
No, that's what they said with their teams.
They
didn't release them.
Yeah.
No, pero el otro que dijeron que no quería llegar, güey.
El ¿quién? ¿El Chicharito?
Yeah, güey.
You know what? It's got to the point where, like...
That guy's not even that good, güey. I never jumped on his fucking bandwagon, güey. Siempre le daban los pases, like, right in front, güey. Y se hacía pendejo, like, fucking... 2 left feet, güey.
It's a difficult skill. I get it. But that's why you get paid this much to play.
To call him pinche goleador chingón?
Yeah.
Well, he's good, güey.
He's good, but not that hype, güey.
He just fucking...
It was more hype, I think, because it was legacy.
Es que estaba jugando en Europa, güey.
Es que he's
like
good.
Raza.
He's good, but I think que cuando llega a jugar con la selección, como que no le echa...
Oh, you know what? It might be like Messi. Messi's the fucking greatest player, but he can't do shit with Argentina.
Well, because the team sucks, güey.
Exactly.
He's got basically the all-star, basically a World Cup team in Barcelona, güey. I mean, when he goes to Argentina, I mean, he doesn't have the same players, güey.
He doesn't.
Esa madre sí, it says a lot about teamwork.
Yeah.
You need your teammates.
And not only that, but he's good. Yeah, so sea lo que sea, it was an interesting soccer fucking events.
So fuck, güey. Well, I mean, I'm glad you're trying to support the women's. Now, yo con trabajos, I watch the guys' way, so I'm not at that stage yet.
No, I mean, but that's the thing. I wasn't sure what to expect when the Women's World Cup started.
Well, you've been talking about it for weeks, way.
Because I started seeing, and the thing is,
la mano te dio, güey.
No, I'm doing the hand signs.
There's no respect. Güey.
No, one thing one thing that was brought to my attention that I tend to point a lot. And por ahí me dijeron. So that's like a bad habit. I'm like, oh shit, I don't mean it that way. But
he does do, era stupid.
Fucking.
He does do the finger, era stupid.
I do point a lot and I do like shake it at people. So I need to calm that down.
You shake it at people.
Yeah.
Estás cabrón. Te la sacudes.
¿Qué se hace, güey?
¿Cómo te regañan, güey?
When we were on vacation, we started seeing some of the promotions, but I was, I'm like, this is kind of late. This should have been happening since like,
they don't.
You know,
They don't put promo money in it.
Yeah, this should have been late. And I was all like, fuck, dude, it should be fucking fun over here when the World Cup comes in, the female World Cup and everything. But no sé qué pasó después.
They could put more money into it, way. They no la respetan igual, way.
Yeah. So and this part, like you said, there's still a stigma to it.
There's a stigma, way.
Hopefully this might change.
Well, Dick, we're getting over it. I mean, we're not getting over it, but it's in process. Ya ves lo que está pasando here, way. But fucking Europe, everywhere else in the world, way, I don't think it's coming up parejo, way.
Well, I started seeing, like, the first few games, there was some empty seats. I'm like, fuck, gacho. But as, like, you start seeing it, I guess more people started attending. And then, like, more of the games...
The hype started building.
Yeah, the hype started building.
But you know what, way? You know where women are kicking ass and they're actually bringing in numbers is in the UFC. The UFC is one of the first organizations in sports that put money into fucking female athletes. These fucking chicks are badass in the UFC, way.
Yeah, and I don't follow the UFC.
Yeah, but the women right here, they're not complaining that they're not making any money, way. They're fucking superstars in the UFC, way. There was just a fight this weekend that happened, and they're bringing in cash, way. Ahí sí les dan pinche support, way. And even the women say it, way. Yeah. Like right here, I get support, you know. They're fucking stars, way.
That's a good start right there, you know? Because it's
who's
an
watching
example.
the UFC women's, way? That's what I mean. Women have to support each other, way. It can't. I know they want us to be allies and fucking we lead the way, but no way.
I don't know if it's women just supporting women and then UFC, way.
Guys support.
Guys, mostly guys.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is, like, these women that say that soccer players don't get paid that much. They should see what's going on in the UFC and support women athletes.
Well, part of it, see, I think that's the complaint with FIFA, because at least the UFC, the organization itself, le está poniendo la lana.
FIFA is like saying Trump, way. It's like saying, why doesn't Trump support women's soccer?
That's why they're complaining to FIFA. They're not complaining to actually. Not FIFA, it's the U.S. Soccer Association.
It's still under the FIFA umbrella, way.
But that's who they're complaining to. They're not complaining like, you know what, we're being mistreated, because it's not just the women's U.S. soccer. I mean, there was a soccer player from, I don't know if she was a Swiss or Netherlands or Norway, that she protested. She's like, she is at the top of her game. She won el Balón de, El Balón de Oro, because she's such a good player. Even when she won that prize, the guy that's interviewing her, he's all like, hey, so do you know how to twerk? She's like, what the fuck is this? They don't respect them.
There's a whole stigma, and I'm saying that just because in the U.S. we're going through a whole little revolution way for them, because está chingón. It doesn't mean the rest of the world's on the same page.
Dude,
right?
no. So this is why this is first world country way.
So that's why, and there's a lot of protests, and that's just, you know, them saying that, like, they're not getting paid, but it's either the association they're under that's not promoting them or doing a job to really make them rise, because they're giving their all in the fucking field, dude. These girls se meten de putazos. They're fucking take mean hits. They're fucking training like crazy. It was fucking almost 90 degrees out there. Y estas cabronas, just like men, también. They're like fucking, they're hustling it. And it's not fair. I think what they're saying is not fair that they're not getting the support from the association like the men's team does. So if what they want to do is they want to keep it fair. Give us a support in order to succeed. Help us fill the seats. We're doing our job. You do your job.
El pedo is it goes to the top, way. And when you get to the top, it's like he's saying, güey, pinche FIFA no les va a echar lana, güey. Mm-hmm. And then you ask the U.S. soccer, whatever, y estos güeyes no le van a echar lana because FIFA no le va a echar lana. So you're stuck in limbo, güey.
Yeah. So if the UFC les está echando lana, les está dando el apoyo and everything, then yes, these women are doing their part. They're training. They're doing what any athlete does, and that's give themselves to the sport.
But es que ahí también there's less bureaucracy, way. There's less política. The UFC is the FIFA of that way.
Yeah, it's all in house.
Yeah, so, there's nothing above it, way. Yeah. So if the UFC says le vamos a echar lana, it gets done. It's not the US pero FIFA no le va a echar, or not even FIFA. You go US soccer, then the CONCACAF, which was the
CONCACAF.
Yeah. And then fucking FIFA, way. So they're still like fucking levels under, way.
But do you see what they're protesting or what they're fighting against?
I do, way. I do, and it's you're basically going against the Trump administration, way.
Yeah,
you're going against a corrupt organization, way.
But I think they're with their action, with them winning, with the numbers now. Hopefully, with the numbers that spectators.
I mean, that's a back-to-back victory for them.
Yeah. No. When all of this, maybe now there's more attention on this, and maybe the FIFA can't hide behind it, or maybe the U.S. Soccer Association can't fucking deny and say no, there's no money in it. Como chingados no, I think that's what they're doing. They're just making awareness. People might take it as them complaining or bitching or fucking whining or whatever. They're just trying to get awareness. They're trying to get people's eyes to be open to see the type of injustice that they're going through.
I get it, way. I get it, but it's. I feel like people want results like 5-6 years in. This is a fucking marathon. It's not a sprint. It takes fucking years to accumulate the momentum that I think they want to see now.
I think...
and then the problem with that goes back to what I'm saying, way. We have a certain culture here that's changing a little bit. Doesn't mean the rest of the world's on the same page, way. So you're trying to flip like a world like
that's
a
true,
sport.
Way. That's a good point, way.
And if it's only the U.S. pushing for it, les vale madre.
Yeah,
way.
that's a good point, way.
Yeah, that's even before you talk about the corruption, way.
And I think it's happening also because the other one that's been helping for the women's soccer team also was David Beckham with the England team.
David Beckham?
Yeah. David Beckham was David Beckham. El Jamón. He was like a big supporter of them. And he's, making it, lo poquito que él puede hacer o lo que él puede hacer, he was doing it for the team, for the women's team. And, and I think that also opened up England's Soccer Association. The other one, I think, I don't know if it's Norway. It's one of those, I can't remember. But that one is starting to, because of the women, they got to the quarterfinals and everything. Is like, oh shit.
Yeah, because a lot of countries, a veces their women one is better than the men's way.
Yeah.
So you gotta fuck it. We'll pump money into the women's one.
Yeah.
But then you hit the same ceiling, like I'm talking about. Where si el FIFA no les va a echar lana, you're stuck.
But
if FIFA's gonna fuck them, like exactly like I'm saying, way, I feel like I didn't hear enough about that thing that they scheduled everything on Sunday. They took the triumph and they cut it short, way, because ¿sabes qué? We got 2 other partidos.
Yeah.
¿Sabes qué? We made a mistake, but now it's good for soccer fans because they get 3 big games in one day.
Yeah.
No, but what you did is you cut the women's fucking celebration short because now you have 2 other finals, way. So everybody's gonna watch these other 2, and as soon as the men's ones happen, everybody forgets about that.
So
bullshit,
basically, way. I'm gonna buy a women's jersey. Oh, Mexico! Oh shit! I gotta buy a Mexico jersey. So that trumps it.
They're Adidas now.
That's basically what he's saying. Where it trumped the whole fucking.
It did, and
that does suck. Where I do agree with that. That does suck.
And the thing is, the Women's World Cup was scheduled before both of them were.
Yes.
And when they applied for the other one to say we're gonna do it this day, no one stopped and said, "Hey, espérate, güey, aquí en el calendar you said we already have something, güey. But we have the women's one. Nah, fuck it, güey. Just schedule it. It's cool, güey.
We'll have them early in the day, so we could get that out of the way, and then we'll do the Copa America, and then we'll save the Copa Oro to the end.
It was bullshit, güey.
Yeah. So,
es pinche falta de respeto machín, güey.
Culeros. But
machín.
Other than that, fucking great performance for the women's U.S.
team. You're right, güey. Esas le echaron.
Dude, Netherlands, my respects. Even England and Switzerland. Dude, fucking good games. Para el tercer lugar.
Echan to the end, güey. Ya viste México, tipo con México metimos el gol. Defense.
No, you know what pissed me off? Like a minute 85 or whatever, Raúl Jiménez gets like, a little jab in the stomach y se tira. And he's all like out of breath and like whatever. Y viene another teammate and le comienza a jalar las patas. Como que si le está... Como que le está sacando un pedo torado, güey.
No, pero ya ves que you're right.
But I'm all like, come on, dude.
But las women, remember they got in trouble because they made 13 goals? Because they just keep going and
going. They keep going and like, that's just... No, they're like, no, you...
And we've been complaining for years que pinche México mete su golecito.
Y luego hielo.
Defensa. And you're like, Dick, come on, Dick. You
keep going.
You're doing good. Mete otro, güey.
Mete otro. Y si se puede, mete el tercero, cabrón.
And the pinche women didn't stop, güey.
No, and they always went, dude. They never hung back. The only time I saw them hung back is when they were trying to get when the defense was really tight. Los mandaban para sacarlas y órale, cuando las sacaban, vámonos. They went in for the charge, dude. every fucking team.
Yeah. You know what, though? I was talking to my dad about the men's team.
The Yelito?
We were looking at the team and fucking que no le echan ganas, way. I mean, he's really into soccer, way. So I kind of listened to what he says, way. And he told me that's a lot of that is the teams that they play for telling them I don't want you to fucking no le eches tanta salsa. I don't need you injured. So when you come play with us, I don't need you to put yourself in. If the wind's almost there, just hold back a little bit. Don't put more because we need you in Europe.
There was a scare.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
There was a scare. Era Pizarro.
Pizarro.
El Mexican player Pizarro. There was one where there was one que se le metió uno de United States que lo agarró en el aire when he landed. His right.
I don't think I saw that one.
Se dobló.
Oh, shit.
Se dobló, but it twisted weird and it looked like it had maybe dislocated or broken, or it must have been the left one. One of those two. Pero se vio gacho and like, oh, shit. And then the guy is all like, because he was even calling the medical team. Ya vinieron, no sé si se lo ajustaron or whatever, but.
Sana, colita de rana.
Yeah, fucking, that's mágica, güey. This guy fucking. That and some Vaporú, you're good.
You're good to go, güey.
Yeah. Sass.
And fucking no sé qué, but that was I'm like, oh shit, he plays for a European team. I'm like, oh fuck, that must be freaking out.
This saying,
I mean, not all the players, but I'm sure some of them sí les dicen like, hey,
no, but they must tell the fucking the team way because it's definitely like a strategy way.
Yeah.
Tiene años that we've been talking about it way. Que estos ways, it's always been the strategy. Meten el gol, all right, let's pull back way. Meterle defensa way, hold this. So they must, a huevo, they fucking, el Chivas or the European team must go, hey, coach.
No,
hey, wait, if you want this guy to keep playing with you, que le demos permiso.
Yeah, I don't want him getting hurt.
Hey.
Because that's our
yeah, it's like 70-something million or fucking 40 million or whatever.
Cálmale, güey. Ponle hielito a esa madre.
But you know what? These.
Well, that's awesome, güey. Maybe next time I'll pay attention, güey, since everybody's talking about it.
You got 4 years.
Well, they have games in between.
No, yeah. Well,
that's what I'm saying.
But that's where the support is, right?
Yeah,
in
but
between.
see, that's what I'm saying. That's
you know what? Okay, my bad.
Years,
my joke salió mal.
No, but that's where the support is.
That's where it's wrong, güey. You gotta follow it between, güey. If you don't follow it in between, then
yeah. So, if anything, I need to start looking into it.
Change your mindset is what you gotta do.
Yeah,
I need to start buying some season tickets, man.
I need to find out where.
Do they have a women's?
That's what I was asking.
I don't even know.
I don't know either. I don't know if
LA MLS for women or no.
I don't know. I don't know. And again, because there's not enough promotion.
Maybe I think they play at the college level. No? Oh, there is a national.
NLS.
Dig, you know what I just found out?
NWSL.
NW.
You know what I just found out yesterday, way? That there's a Grandparents' Day.
What?
September 8th. Because I was, my girl's brother had a fucking kid. Yesterday we were at the hospital. And I was looking at the grandmas and I was like, hey, why isn't there a fucking Grandparents' Day? What the fuck? What's this fucking Mother's Day and Father's Day? And somebody was like, yeah, it's September 8th. I never even heard of that.
I didn't either.
I've heard of it. Wait, I don't know what day it is, but I've heard of it.
Grandparents' Day is the fucking...
They're playing right now. They look fucking the 5th, the 6th. They've had all kinds of games. The 12th.
Do we have an LA team?
Of course we do. It's a big city, way.
No, yeah, but you never see it in this. Like, at least we have Sparks. We have the female basketball. I don't know what the attendance for that is.
No, pues allá no va nadie, güey.
No? But I don't follow basketball, so I don't. I know there was this big trade with
they
LA.
had Lisa Leslie back in the day. She was a big player from fucking.
Oh, look! Las noticias that I see, I'm just looking at the little fucking Google snippets. But fucking apparently Barcelona has been rumored to be a possible co-partner with the Los Angeles Football Club for a new fucking women's league. Fucking I guess for LA, way.
Okay,
for an expansion. We don't have one.
We don't have one. Okay, so that's why. You know what? I've been to maybe 2-3 Galaxy games. I know I went to a couple of Chivas USA games.
No, es que Galaxy es para los señores, güey. The LAFC's where it's at, güey.
Fuck that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still... No que sigo el Galaxy tanto, güey, pero sí me encabrona que fucking... Everybody's all fucking LAFC. I've told Ramon, güey. Everybody's all LAFC, and I'm like, Dick... You've had the Galaxy for fucking like almost 30 years. ¿Qué pedo, güey?
Yeah, it's another pedo.
I don't like the uniforms. And I don't even like the name.
They even had El Pinche Jamón, David Beckham.
They have a bunch of day games.
Had
Who wants to see soccer in the day?
They got
in the night with smoke and flags going around.
Ibrahimovic, like lava. Oh my God. Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic, and he's a fucking dude. That guy's a top class fucking soccer player. I guess they all come over here to retire. You know, todos se vienen al Galaxy to retire. The thing is that
los Lakers también. Ya ves LeBron James, güey.
I don't know, but didn't they just get a new merger of new players like the Clippers and the Lakers or something?
Maybe.
Yeah, I don't. Like I said, I don't follow it.
What are you talking about, güey?
I don't know. There's some big news. They were.
Stick to the soccer, mejor.
I know. And brother-in-law was telling me.
Fucking up, güey.
But LAFC, it's a younger team, dude. Tenían porristas, and they had like
the Mia Hamm is part owner, way.
Yeah.
And Nomar Garcia Parra, her husband,
También.
they're a part owners.
También isn't
Tony Robbins, Will Ferrell. There's a lot of owners
Yeah.
in that team, way. So no wonder they fucking got the
Todos se pusieron like
the
las
good
pilas.
PR.
And that's the thing, good PR. But I was actually thinking, what's today?
I think Magic Johnson también has a little bit in that, no?
I think I might try to get tickets for Wednesday or Thursday on the 10th, July 10th, because they're playing the fucking Portland Timbers. Portland Timbers?
We're not Fernando's
Sometimes I'm still angry fucking que everybody's hyped up about the FC, way.
Dude, I have it down the street.
Pinche Galaxies.
I have it down the street.
The Galaxy, nah. The Galaxy was cool in the 90s, way.
I don't
Even
like
then
the,
it wasn't
I don't
cool,
even like
güey.
the name. Galaxy. The
Está
logo.
chingón. I used to like the little. I don't know about the new ones, but
Come on, bro. You got to get it the LAFC, bro.
Yeah,
I just
dude,
didn't like it
It's
get-
dark. It's
Yeah,
gold.
it's like the Raiders, bro.
It's like pinche desmadre, güey.
Come on, Fernie.
Son los colores del pecado, güey.
Nah, I fucking the other one even has the Raza Herbalife way. You know, fucking all the Raza sells Herbalife.
That's a
fuck
scam,
that,
way. We're
dude.
just talking
I'm
about
just
pyramid
saying.
schemes, way.
I'm just saying.
These guys have YouTube, way. What's
Nah,
up?
dude.
Estamos modernos.
Pinche LAFC es más de desmadre, güey. Tienen los
Come on,
pinches los
Fernie.
cabrones con las
Yeah,
butacas.
You're going to be with the
Allá te
elderly
callan,
crowd,
güey.
way.
Allá
I know
se callan.
callan.
Te callan.
They have the same. What is that thing called? I can't remember the thing. I went también and
I'm with you on this one. Nah, you're not gonna sell me on that
The
one.
Galaxy's own news, way.
Yeah, la
I'm just saying,
chingada.
no se hagan, güey.
Nah,
No
it's,
sé.
guys
like,
didn't-
it's like
guys
you
didn't carry
telling me.
a miracle,
It's,
güey.
it's like you telling
cares,
me.
güey?
We've had the Angels
We need to
before.
support our LA teams, bro.
We've had the Angels for this long,
Yeah.
and fuck that. I don't like the A. Give me the LA. Yes,
Fuck the
Yeah, but
Angels. The Los
that's not
Angeles
the
Angels.
same, way.
I'm just
Yeah, well,
saying.
they
They
not
got
the
the
same.
LA FC.
That's
the LA.
that's his, like if the Angels dropped now, way after the fucking Dodgers have been here for years.
Yeah,
güey.
vale,
It's
vale.
still an LA team. We can pedo. It's
No,
not like
no,
we're
eso sí.
supporting the Orange County
I'm not
fucking
going to
soccer
Carson.
team.
I'm not going to Carson.
No, sí tienes.
fuck
Sí,
Carson.
sí, I do like the jersey también.
Fuck Carson, güey. I'd rather go with fucking
gonna lie.
las madres, pero
But I'm just saying, I don't like the
Fuck it.
fact
Hey,
that
you can
todos,
park in my house and we can walk it over.
I don't like the fact that everybody jumped that bandwagon.
Who
when we have
cares,
a-
Dude,
güey?
it's a new
2019,
team.
bro. Everybody's jumping on the women's
I'm
bandwagon.
saying everybody's like,
What's up, bro? It's the year of the bandwagons.
that's true.
Hey, wait, I asked puro desmadre because yesterday
Everybody's jumping to the Clippers too.
Just yesterday I passed by the 110 por los barrios este güey. Parecía que it was the 4th of July, güey.
Wait, what's the 4th of July?
Oh, because I know Mexico.
Oh, that's what it was. Huh? Yeah, no wonder, güey. They
Yeah.
saved the fireworks. Because I was passing by the 110 like at 8 last night.
Yeah.
And por downtown todo me fui. And I was like, what the fuck? There's still fireworks como al 100 acá, güey.
Hijos de su madre, güey. Dude, fucking 4th of July, they didn't stop in my neighborhood till like almost 3 in the morning, güey.
Fuck, that sucks, bro.
I didn't sleep shit. Pinche Stella, dude, pobrecita, temblorosa
Oh,
y
man, that sucks.
chillando y ladrando.
Yeah.
El gato asustado, güey. Fuck, dude. It was terrible.
Everybody's so patriotic on the 4th, huh?
Everybody was pissed with the Trump.
I was hoping that you pissed them off more so they won't fucking pop any fireworks and I could sleep. There's nothing more American than trying to sleep to pay your fucking taxes the next day, way, while they're fucking burning money outside. There's nothing more American than that, way.
I guess.
I'm trying to sleep to pay my taxes tomorrow.
I thought the other American thing was Black Friday.
Yeah,
You know?
Tienes razón.
But yeah, güey. No, so it was... Yeah, it was an interesting...
You know what?
interesting
Speaking of
week.
Trump, way, I was talking to... There's this homeless dude that's in Orange County that I always try to talk to because there's a lot going on with him. He's a Chicano también.
Okay.
His name is Raul. He hangs out at the gas station that I go to in the mornings sometimes. And I was talking to him away, and he kind of opened my eyes a little bit of what's going on. Way he was saying that a lot of the donations stop for homeless because it's going to immigration. It's going like to the border. And he was telling me that there's a lot of focus on it now. And I started thinking about that shit. I started thinking like we get upset at the way they're treating immigrants, and it is bullshit way, the way that they're housing them in these fucking
Cages.
cages. But we have American citizens here that are in worse conditions than that way. We have vets living in Skid Row. We have people that are mentally fucking unstable that nobody gives a shit about that are here. And these fucking, I'm sure everybody has a Skid Row kind of place, wherever you're at in the fucking country. And we're expecting the government to treat people that aren't citizens better than our actual citizens.
Or war heroes or veterans or,
There was a person said something that really stuck with me, that a country's judged the way they treat their citizens way, and we neglect our own fucking citizens right here. What do we expect from these people over there? They're just, you know what it was way is people are a commodity way. We need to really see what it is way. Immigrants are a commodity. I was reading a statistic that 70% of the immigrants are housed in private detention centers. Private. That you and I, if we had the money, can own a detention center. 70% of the immigrants are housed. It's a commodity way. You think this guy really wants to build a fucking wall? These people are giving them the right money to not build a fucking wall because they want to fill their detention centers with immigrants that are being paid by tax dollars way. You think they really want a fucking border, bro? And this dude kind of just threw me in a rabbit hole, and I was like, it makes sense.
I don't think it's either or, way. I don't think it's just either or. Fucking dale lana pa acá, dale pa allá, way.
What I'm saying is we're expecting the government to treat immigrants
better than
in a humane way when we have citizens here that are neglected.
No, I hear you.
Pero también, if just to play devil's advocate a little bit, way. También we come from a culture, way, que you treat your guest at your house better than you would fucking treat. Fucking les das tu cama. Fucking le das tu plato de comida. Fucking cuando venía el pinche primo from Mexico, whatever, a visitar, güey, la familia, you know. I would sleep on the fucking floor in the sala, güey, because les dabas la cama a los primos.
I think that's more raza, güey.
But I'm saying,
I don't know about.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I said in our culture, güey, es así. So if you think about it from that angle también, güey, you're talking about, okay, people que no son citizens, pero todavía son, it doesn't mean you treat them like shit, way.
I'm not saying to treat them like shit. I'm saying, why are we expecting a government to treat immigrants better than they do our
I expect them to treat them like people, way. Just like I expect, we've talked about the homeless mamada. Yeah, we treat them like shit también, way. But when we try to do something, everybody's all talk, way. When they want to put a fucking housing for them or a center for them or something, mamada, all of a sudden no one wants it in their fucking neighborhood, way. So you
but the same immigrant let's be serious, way.
Yeah.
The same person that's in that center, let's say un fulano de tal named Raúl.
Yeah.
Este way que lo deportan a la chingada, he comes back 2 weeks por decir, way. We see him outside of 7-Eleven. At that point, he doesn't really give a shit to us. We look the other way. Because why? Because he's already here. He's still a fucking human, but when he's here and he's struggling, we don't give a shit. We don't fucking look at him in the eye and give him a fucking blanket or give him a fucking dollar. At that point, he's already here, so we're expecting for him or her to get their shit together. How do we expect for the government to fucking treat these people like citizens way when they're not treating their own fucking people in the same fucking respect way? I don't think it's possible way. They're never...
Because like I said, I don't think it's either or way. They should both be treated with respect way.
I know, but if they're not doing it for the people that are already here...
I'm saying it doesn't matter. It's not. It shouldn't be an either or. Estos, we should treat these because they're citizens y estos porque no son.
I'm saying treat everybody the same.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, but why do we expect for them to treat them better than they treat people that are already here?
For the same reason, from my point of view, pues, for me, I treat both cases the same way. I think the homeless mamas se pasan de verga, way. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
I think that's not right either. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm going to say because we don't treat these right, then we should...
That's not what I'm saying.
We can't expect...
I'm not saying not to treat them right. I'm saying...
You're saying start here with the citizens.
If they don't start here, they're never going to treat immigrants with respect, way. If they don't start with the actual people that are here that risk their lives for this country, some of them pay taxes. If they don't do that for these people here, you're never going to get these people treating these people with in a humane manner way. It's not going to work.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not either or way.
But but how is the change? The change can't be on both angles at the same time.
You could if you
that's
wanted to. That's
not going to happen way.
I'm saying not going to happen, but it's not either or way. The homeless, we should fucking take care of the homeless. But it comes down like we talked about before, way. Even when they're giving lana, even when they want to build the fucking housing for them, As soon as it comes down to, all right, Sasuke, we found a spot. Here's this empty lot that the city owns or fucking someone gave us. All the fucking residents right there like, nope.
Yeah. How many paisas we see homeless that are fucking drinking that we can assume that they're undocumented? You know, we can assume that. Mm-hmm. Do we fucking treat them with respect? Do we look at them in the eye? Do we fucking give them shelter? Do we give them money? Do we help them out? We don't. Mm-mm. We don't. So as soon as they make it here, all of a sudden they should get their shit together. But if they're locked up in a center, all of a sudden everybody gives a shit about them. As soon as they make it here, everybody turns the other way. But
because it's a thing, okay, the pinche homeless, ya vemos. It's already an issue here.
It's an issue everywhere, bro.
Pero fucking, de cada salir el pinche report of fucking LA is fucking, we have
128 million.
Like mega crisis, way.
Oh, but
I just saw this thing on Seattle. Seattle is, there was this documentary I saw in Seattle that Seattle's fucking a dump way.
Pero pinche, look, there you go. So this has been going on, way. This is nothing different. The pinche thing on the fucking border you're talking about, it's not a separate, like morally, it's not a separate thing, way. So it's like a policy thing with the homeless thing, and then fucking they don't get the funds to them, and then when they get the funds to them, they can't do anything because they get stalled out because the pinche gente no get into backyard. But the thing on the border way, it's a humanitarian thing. Like they're treating them like shit. This is a humanitarian
thing, también, way.
But they're treating them like shit. This other one's like on purpose, way. It's not because we don't want to see. It's a fucking.
You don't think they're treating these people on purpose, way? Sending them to a fucking Skid Row, keeping them there, hassling them for fucking having a car, way?
But they go. They've tried to better it, way, to make not to fix the problem, because I don't know how the fuck they're gonna fix the problem. But I'm saying they've tried to address the problem in like small steps, and they never get fucking anywhere.
That's what I'm saying. So that immigrant,
as opposed to the other one that you're saying,
that's never gonna change. Way, it's always gonna be like that.
But as opposed to the fucking immigrant thing, it's on purpose for the exact reason you're saying, way, that people are making money off it, way, because it's a process, because that's a commodity, way. Why isn't the homeless a commodity?
It is a commodity.
Who's making money off the homeless?
There's a church that's operating a mission down there. They get donations from the city.
But
they're a commodity as well.
They're not making money off the homeless.
Yes, they are. Wait.
Who's making money off the homeless?
What do you mean? Wait, not only are the drug dealers making money off of them, but actual fucking organizations that are meant to help them making money off of them.
So what you're saying is that we keep them homeless because the drug dealers are making money?
We keep them homeless because we neglect that there's mental health issues.
We turn our cara to it.
Exactly.
But this other one's on purpose because people are making money off it.
They're making money off homeless people. This is a commodity. That is a commodity as well. We're all commodities.
But
even us as taxpayers are a commodity. Everybody in this fucking country is a commodity.
I agree, but I'm saying the homeless. Who's making money off the homeless?
The homeless get...
If people are making money off the homeless, se apuraban, güey. Those fucking shelters would go up regardless.
No. If people are making money off the homeless, it's why the shit's still the way it is. Way if they weren't a commodity, they would fix it. What you're saying is you're thinking that this is gonna be solved at the same time on both sides. That's not how it works. Way you have to first concentrate on one side in order for the domino effect to happen on the other side. It's not gonna happen at the same time. Way that's not how shit works.
I'm not saying you're gonna fix it at the same time. I even said I don't know how the fuck they're gonna fix the homeless thing. I'm saying morally, there's no divide, way. You should treat the homeless exactly as you should treat the immigrants, exactly as you should treat me, way.
We agree with that, but to get this moving forward, it has to be taken in steps. It's not going to fix itself from both angles.
There's no money being made off the homeless, way, except like you're saying, the dude's making money off the drugs. If there's money being made, then they'd have centers, just like they have the fucking centers for the immigrants. There'd be centers for the homeless, and if you complained, me vale madre, because I'm a private enterprise and I'm going to put my fucking business right here anyways. Well, I got my permits. I got my building permits. I got my business permits. Me vale madre what you say about your neighborhood. I'm putting the shit up.
Yeah, well, I mean, you're talking like if prisons aren't privatized. Way if you have
now you're talking prisons.
But if you have homeless people I'm not, because you're saying how do they make money off the homeless? If you have people in jail for fucking a cart for littering on the fucking floor, that's money in our pockets.
Well, one thing is jail, one thing is prison.
Yeah, but it's not.
Because prison, you have a long sentence.
Yeah.
Jail, you're like there a weekend or maybe a month or two. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's not a free fucking program.
But I'm saying if you're going for the cart, like you're saying, they don't stay. if you want to equate something with the prison or jail to the homeless, it'd be a drug thing, way. They'd be some kind of drug offense.
That's one of the things.
No, it's not a cart, way. A cart, they go in, they come out the next day.
Yeah, but that's still one of the things where you're telling me how they're making money.
There's no big money in the homeless. That's why everybody turns around and doesn't look at it, and it's okay. If there was money, they would build those fucking housing in chinga way. Like I'm saying, all they would get is a permit.
But the same way when these immigrants come over here, they're not gonna want them in their fucking neighborhoods. It's the same.
It doesn't matter. Okay, look at
but
these
it's the same thing. It's the same thing with homeless. They don't want them in their fucking neighborhoods.
No. It's not the same thing. You think the people that live around the migrant detention centers want those centers there?
When they come into the communities, I'm not talking about them there. They're obviously there. They're not gonna be there permanently. I'm talking when they come into the fucking city, when they come into the city. We're already complaining about fucking traffic. We're already complaining about, por eso no nos quieren, por eso this and that. Let's be realistic, I'm not even saying that these conditions are justified. What I'm saying is that if we want change, we're going to have to treat people that are already here in a humane way so it can obviously go into that center. But these centers, 70% are privatized immigrants that are there. So there's a bigger thing that's there, it's money, There's never going to be a fucking border. There's never going to be fucking change in the fucking border. They're a commodity, Why do we expect for it to ever change, when it's big fucking money,
But that's what I'm saying. On that, there's money. The homeless, there's no money. If there's money, just the same way that they bring up all these pinchy centers to house the immigrants with private money, like you're saying, as a business, is the same way they would put housing for the fucking homeless if they could make money off it.
We're all commodity,
We're all commodity, but I'm saying...
There's always... You're saying there's no way to make money on homeless? That's
not making...
Yeah,
I'm saying
that's just a ludicrous remark.
No.
There's money to make with everybody.
No one's saying you can't make money.
You just said you can't make money.
Saying people, I asked you who's making money. No one's making money. So they turn the cheek.
No, you're contradicting yourself. Everybody's making money with anybody in whatever spectrum you're in.
Well, working class. If they're making money, they're not making the same amount of money like they're doing at the borders. Because if it was, then there would be more. If they're making money, they're making small amount of money. Right? They're making enough to keep their pockets full, but not enough bigger corporations or bigger private sectors are looking into it because it's not really money for them.
If we're going to change that, we have to change how we treat our citizens.
And I understand what you're saying. Yeah. It's like saying, see, if you want to change people's lives outside of your home, you first have to work in your home. That's basically what you're saying, That's always the case.
Yeah. That's always the case.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
If you want your home to be running smooth or whatever, or ¿cómo te diría? If you want to make changes,
just worry about watering your own grass.
Exactly.
And the whole neighborhood's green.
Exactly. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yes. The otra cosa es, pues sí, there's money. People are making money. Some get more more priority than the others. They might not be getting the same attention as these people, detainees or lo que sea. For whatever reason, maybe these are making more money because it's like, hey, we've got more amounts, let's do it. Acá, these are a little bit more harder to control because they have rights. Maybe these don't have rights, they don't have voice, the language barrier. Over here, maybe there's little details in between.
I don't think it should be a criminal offense if you cross the border. I think it should be more of a civil offense. They shouldn't make it a criminal offense.
It's not a criminal offense. It's a misdemeanor.
It's a criminal offense,
I don't know about that.
A misdemeanor is a civil offense.
No, no mames. They should make that a civil offense, They shouldn't make it a criminal offense.
That's what I'm saying. A misdemeanor is.
If they cross the border, it's a criminal offense, It's not a civil offense,
A misdemeanor.
If they cross the border, it's a criminal offense, It's not a civil offense,
It's a misdemeanor, El pedo es que you're talking about. So a lot of the people that they have detained, they're there for the fucking seeking asylum, which means they didn't jump the border, they didn't cross the El Rio. A lot of people are doing that.
They're not going to catch them in the Mexico side.
They turn themselves in.
Yeah.
A lot of them they go to the fucking port and they turn themselves in. Or cruzan El Rio
they have to cross the border to turn themselves in. They're not going to. They're not going to take them in Mexico. No mames, that's another country. They're not going to take them in Mexico.
You understand how you ask for asylum, right?
Yeah, but you
don't come here.
But you just said they cross the river.
Pero you go, but you're not listening, There's a lot of them that go to the port of entry, which is por decir the border where the fucking donde pasan todos los carros. Llegas y se entregan. Hay otros that cross the river y se entregan. They don't fucking try to esquivar el pinche border patrol. They go right for them and ask for asylum.
Pero no se entregan en México. You can't. ¿Cómo te vas a entregar en México, güey? At some point,
you have to... You don't cross the border like you're saying.
No, but what I'm saying is that's U.S. soil, güey. Si te quieres entregar...
I understand. The way you were saying it...
No, but what I'm saying is you're at U.S. soil, güey. Why are you guys even arguing that?
No.
Siempre me quieren alegar de todo,
you're right.
güey.
I see what you're saying.
No, I'm just trying to say... All I was trying to say is let's treat fucking people with respect here, and it just turns into this whole fucking 20-minute shit, güey.
Yo no te estoy alegando nada.
But why does it have to turn into a 20?
Yo no te estoy alegando nada.
I don't understand, güey. This is always the same shit, güey.
No,
it's always the same
for
shit.
For the past moment, I've been quiet, listening to you guys, and the only thing is, I'm like, is this...
Well, I know you're never going to take my side, güey. This is always a 2-and-1.
And why do you have that conception? I was telling you, I understand what you're saying about you got to fix your home first before you're fixing other people's
That's all that I was trying to say, güey.
So how am I
20 minutes later, we're fucking arguing about shit that doesn't make sense.
How am I against you? I'm just telling you, I know what you're saying.
20 minutes later, we're arguing about shit. It's just what I'm saying. And then 20 minutes later, we're fucking about something that, what the fuck are we even talking about now?
It did, because the conversation rolls, güey. Yeah, but I'm saying, yo te estaba alegando that we don't...
This shouldn't be an argument, güey. It should just be a fucking discussion.
Yeah, it's a discussion. It's a discussion, way.
Yeah, but I mean, come on.
Los calzones. But what I'm saying is, I wasn't arguing that we shouldn't fucking.
You never understand my point, where you take it somewhere. No, you don't. I listen to these a lot, where and you always take it somewhere where I'm not even talking about it. But since we start talking and we start getting into the moment, you never really understand what I'm trying to say. Where you always take it in a different context.
Well, I take it. I tell you my point of view, and then the ball fucking snowballs. But Dick, I was arguing that I don't think you're saying that we should take care of our problems first, way. Yeah, I understand que el pinche problema ya es, pues the migrants is not cool.
That's not even what I said, way. I'm saying if we expect I'm not saying let's figure this out, way. I'm saying if we expect as a society for government to fucking change the way that they treat these people, they need to start treating people here with a humane fucking attitude. And then we can expect. I didn't say that that's what it took to fucking change, way.
But that's what I'm saying. So in what you're saying, how does that play out?
That plays out. You're taking care of people here and giving people the resources that we need in order to change the mindset of people that are less fortunate than us. We don't have respect for them, way. People that are less fortunate, we go to the fucking store and we see them and we don't even fucking pay attention to them. Way.
That's what I'm saying. So you start working on the homeless problem so that you can build what you're saying.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
And then it goes down. If we expect for them to treat them with some respect and a little bit more humane, then we need to start focusing on the people that are here.
That's what I'm saying. You're saying it's going to trickle down. Mm-hmm. You take care of this, and then fucking people realize que estos también is. I'm saying, since the beginning, I've been saying the same thing. I don't think it's two separate things. I don't think we have to do this first before we do this.
You're saying that
I'm
all
not
of a
saying
sudden...
they have to happen at the same time.
Then what is it you're saying? Then?
I'm saying you can't think of it as two, like we got to take care of this before we take care of that.
So
you're saying...
Then according to you, how are we going to fix it?
I'm saying if we wanted to fix the homeless thing, we've been trying for a long-ass time. Mm-hmm. This immigrant thing happened in the 80s, 90s, estuvo cabrón también, but it wasn't asylum, just people running across. Now, que it's the fucking, the whole asylum thing and all the pinchy people from... pinche, that's fucked up. Doesn't know what I mean. But people from Central America that are coming up, I'm saying this is happening now. This is a crisis now. The homeless thing we've been dealing with for a long time, and it appears no one wants to do shit about it.
Exactly. So you think that they're going to figure out the immigration thing? I'm
saying just because this is a bad thing doesn't mean this is the bad thing, but we can't get to this one before we get to this one.
But you don't think that in 20 years we'll be dealing with the same shit?
No.
You think
because it changes.
But we've been dealing with the immigration thing for a long time.
No, but it's been different. Like I'm saying, in the 90s. Was in the 90s, yeah, like late 80s, mid 80s, maybe into the 90s. There was more people running across every day than all these fucking waves of fucking people that are coming.
Yeah,
all these caravans.
It was easier to come by.
It was easier, but there was more people coming across
because it was easy to cross.
Yeah, so in chinga, I'm saying there was more people.
Yeah,
it was a different thing. People were coming across just to work, and some se regresaban a veces se quedaban, but it was a lot more people coming across. Now the situation is not people running across fucking just like chiles así. It's people seeking asylum from countries fucking they have their pedos and you can go on that whole other thing. So it's a little different. So in 20 years, maybe it's from even further south way that people start coming up. It's not the same issue way. All those people in the 80s and 90s, do you remember hearing about the detention centers they were fucking crazy packed, but they weren't like it is now because, like you said, no, they didn't catch as many of them. The system wasn't in place, so it's a whole different thing way. It's not apples to apples way. Just like the homeless, the homeless is a problem, and we need to deal with it, but doesn't mean we put this other one off because we haven't dealt with this one first. Because to me, están parejos, and if you can handle them both, do them both. But I don't prioritize one over the other.
I'm not prioritizing either. I'm just saying that if it's gonna fix itself the way people want it to, you can't do it at the same time. Because what you're saying is choosing that también, where you're not saying you're saying take care of that, and then this. Oh well, fuck it. Yeah, we couldn't figure it out. Ah, fuck it. Just let it go.
I'm saying if you wanted to, you could do both at the same time.
No, you can't.
Yeah, one's a state issue, one's an LA issue.
No.
The other one's a federal issue.
You can't, way.
You could definitely do both at the same time.
No.
It is definitely multitaskable, way.
Anything is. But let's be realistic.
Not anything is. Because you're talking about one, the city of LA could do something, the county of LA can do something, the state of California could do something, all on the homeless thing. Before you even hit the federal way, before you even ask for federal money.
But this is a safe state también, way, and what has it done?
But I'm saying the immigration thing is federal. Sure, California can do something. Sure, is it San Diego
Texas,
County or whatever? Or even Tech, whatever the county is, and then you get to the city level. Sure, they could do something. But it is a federal problem. It starts at the federal. What's happening there is a federal problem.
It's 70% is a privatized institution. Where
they go through the federal government.
So there's not just federal. It's not just the federal issue. It's a private entity that houses 70%. Yeah, they give their little envelope to the federal government. Yeah, but
they don't. That's what I'm saying. They don't get authorized without the federal stamp. It is a federal problem.
Exactly.
The homeless thing doesn't start at the federal. It starts at the city.
Yeah, but you're saying...
So you have like 3 levels before you get to the federal.
Immigration is a federal issue, but there's private entities that are involved in that.
That's where... Okay, there's private entities that are working on behalf of the federal government. So they're an extension of the federal government. They're not federal employees. It's like temp workers way. The workers on your company, they're temp workers, but they don't actually work for you. They work for the temp company.
Well, no, that's like the company giving California a fucking check to be able to run business the way they want to run business. That's what that is.
But I'm saying the immigration centers are federal. They go through the federal system. If you wanted to work on both, the federal government can be working on the immigration issue while the LA County, the state of California, even the city of Los Angeles, the city of Montebello, the city of Rosemead, they could all be working on the homeless thing while the federal government is working on the immigration if they wanted to. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have to be one or the other way.
Yeah, but it's not going to work like that way.
No, of course it's not. Yeah. We're not that efficient.
Yeah.
So, ¿se acabó, güey?
No, I'm just... No quiero que me regañen. I'm just staying quiet over here.
It's not going to work like that way.
No, I'm not. I'm not saying it's going to work. I'm saying if they really wanted to, they could. You could multitask both if they wanted to.
If they really wanted to, they could do a lot of things. But that's not how it works.
Exactly, way.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you don't prioritize one over the other.
That's not what I said, way.
That is exactly what you said, way.
No, because we want change. I'm not saying... You're making it sound like who cares about these people?
No.
Well, that's what you're saying.
No.
When you're saying prioritize.
No, I'm not saying one.
But see, that's what you're putting in my mouth.
I'm not putting that in your mouth.
I didn't use the word prioritize.
No, but that's what you're.
But that's not the word that I use. No, but that's not the word that I use. That's my point of view. Prioritizing the homeless over the immigration. That's what you're putting in my statement.
But that's what it is. That's
prioritize
doesn't have to
you. No, prioritize is a strong word, way.
No, it's not a strong word.
Yes, it is, way. Prioritize is you're neglecting something because you're prioritizing something else.
You're putting something in a list, way.
No, that's not the word.
It's like, okay.
You're associating that word to my comment, and that's not fair, way.
But that's not a negative word, way.
It is a negative word because when you prioritize something, you neglect something else, way.
Yes.
That's not what I'm saying.
Technically, you don't neglect it. It just goes down on the list. You can't do like you're saying. If you think you can't do everything at once, then you have to make a list. I can't clean the house and put gas in the car at the same time. What do I need to do first? I'll clean the house, and then doesn't mean I don't have to put gas. I have to make a list.
Well, it's not the same thing, way, but I get what you're saying, way.
Well, that's what a priority. I'm saying it's
no priority is.
I'm not saying it as an.
Okay, so when you're prioritizing cleaning your house over putting gas, you're saying that the gas doesn't matter right now. Let me clean the house. That's what prioritize is. That's not what I'm saying, way.
I'm saying that the gas can wait. Yes.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying.
It doesn't mean it doesn't matter. It means it can wait.
Yeah, but you're saying right now, who cares about the gas? I'm worried about my house.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying. So you're putting prioritize under my statement that I'm saying the homeless is the ones we should worry about, and who gives a shit about them?
No. See, now you're changing to who gives a shit.
Because you said prioritize, way. Yeah, prioritize is a strong word.
But it's not a strong word. It's
just a strong word.
It's a list. It's like saying, I got to do this first.
Because this is not, you're comparing homeless and immigration to putting gas and fucking cleaning your house. At that point, priority is a strong word, way.
It's not a strong word like you're taking it away. I don't.
All right.
Mira, like it's not. I don't give a shit about that. Just like it's not. I don't give a shit about putting gas. I still need to put gas. So of course I give shit about putting gas because I need gas. It's just I have to do something first. Am I going to clean the house first? Am I going to put gas first? So yeah, that goes lower on the priority list, but doesn't mean like all of a sudden change to me vale madre, and I'm just going to skip it because no, I still need to do it.
But I mean, we could really get into that your comparison way because it's not a valid one. Way what you're saying is if it's valid is if I need to put gas but I don't have the money to put gas or I want to clean the fucking house, like.
But why are you adding money now? There's nothing to do with the money.
Because what you're saying is not a valid comparison. Where you can't just say I want to clean the house or I want to fucking put gas way. It's not that easy way.
It's not that easy.
If we really want to get into it, we can really dissect
that. But I'm talking about the word priority.
It's a strong word. I don't want you to associate with what I'm saying.
You said.
Why can't you respect that way?
Because it's
to you. It's not a strong word. To me, priority is a strong word. When you prioritize something, you neglect something else. That's what priority means.
It means you're getting to it.
And if I didn't use the word priority, if I didn't say the priority right now is homeless, there's no need for you to say that about how I'm talking about this sensitive topic.
But Odira, even when we started, you said, I didn't say this, and then we got down to, you did say we have to handle the homeless first so it trickles down.
Yeah, but I never said priority. I never used that word.
That's when you prioritize something. You say, if we don't do this, then por decir no se puede hacer esto.
No way. You can't just...
It doesn't mean you don't give a shit about this. It doesn't mean you make more importance on this, but you have to make a list. And when you're saying that is you're prioritizing one over the other. Priority does not have to mean I don't give a shit. Doesn't have to mean neglect. It just means you have to make a list.
No, that's what prioritizing is. You neglect something because something else is more important. That's what prioritize is, way.
But not neglect. It's a list. It's I can't do everything at once. That's what we're arguing. You're saying you can't do everything at once. And I was saying if we wanted to, we could. It's not going to happen. Pero si se puede. You're making a list. And I'm saying I don't think we need a list.
Don't use prioritize when I talk.
But that's prioritize.
No, it's not. Way it doesn't.
Prioritize doesn't mean I don't give a shit.
Prioritize does mean you don't give a shit. Prioritize is list. Yeah, but prioritize is you're prioritizing this and you're neglecting that because it doesn't matter right now. You have other priorities.
No, it doesn't mean it doesn't matter now. It means there's something that's a higher priority. Something
that doesn't matter right now. Yeah, exactly.
No, but you're not neglecting it.
You are, because something else is more important.
Yeah, but you have to get to it, right? I mean? No, because you have to do it, right?
No, don't get me involved, because I already have fucking examples, but I don't want to throw them in because then it's going to...
Throw examples in there. Maybe it'll snap it off.
Yeah, maybe right.
So when you wake up in the morning, all right, you need to brush your teeth, but you got to take a piss, right?
Yeah.
So by you taking a piss first, does that mean that you're neglecting washing your teeth? No, it means like, okay, let me get this out of the way, boom. As soon as I finish this is my next thing. You can't do everything at once, right?
But if I prioritize taking a piss, at the moment I'm neglecting brushing my teeth.
Well, it's not neglecting, is it?
But when you prioritize something, you have to neglect. You have to put something on the side because I'm prioritizing taking a piss right now. So... brushing my teeth can stay over here right now because I'm not worried about it right now. That's prioritizing.
Okay.
That's why when he put prioritize that made it sound like I'm saying the homeless people are the shit right now. This is what we need to worry about, and we need to ignore these people.
Can I share, like, just when you started this, you said because if I remember correctly, and I don't want to put words or make things up, but you said, how are people surprised that the people locked up or whatever are not getting the attention needed if we're not even worried?
Or the humane conditions.
Or the humane conditions, if we're not even worried about the homeless that are from here.
Yeah.
Right? So the way I took it is like, oh, okay, so before you go saving the world, make sure that your house is prioritized in a sense, right? Like, antes de que salgas a salvar el mundo, make sure that your house is in order, make sure that everything is set before you go on out to do other stuff, right? That's the way I took it. I don't know if maybe I'm taking it wrong.
Well, I said the way you judge your country is the way that the country treats its citizens.
Okay, all right.
So we're judging the U.S. the way it's treating the immigration, which is bullshit.
Oh, yeah. So then, all right, so with the whole thing, I could understand why Fernie is using the word prioritize. Maybe it's not the word that you use, but that's the definition of working on something before you work on everything else. You got to work on something first. Maybe he used maybe the definition you don't like the word because it's a strong word, or maybe it implies something else. Like you said, it implies neglect and everything else, but the definition, it's a word, it's a definition. It's like, when people start complaining, well, no, I'm not even going to go there because that's going to open another kind of worms. I know.
That's cabrón, güey.
But it's a definition of working on something before you move on to another thing. It's not saying that you're que te vale madre los demás or anything. I got to deal with this. No, it's just there's the steps on things. Like even when you're building something, when you're working on an engine, before you could change the heads, you have to take out the oil. There's a process, right? Before you start tearing the engine apart, you have to take out the oil, or else it gets fucking messy. You do that, and there's a series of steps. Right? While you're working on this, maybe, and it depends, it's like how Fernie was saying, the state, the city, the county could be working on let's just say, letting the oil out while the federal starts getting parts ready for whatever project you guys are doing. It's possible for two entities to be working on something at the same time. Doesn't have to be, tú metiendo mano acá y él metiendo mano acá. It's just two people working on the same thing to get a whole moving unit, right? That's what I was taking. I think that's what I was taking from you, and that what I was taking from Fernie. The only thing is that there's other words being thrown in and other examples and other things, and it just goes all over the place. So I'm listening to this. I'm like, okay, I see what Esteban is saying, all right, and I see what Fernie is saying, all right. So then what I'm doing is I'm just taking both and kind of connecting it in my own mind. I'm like, okay, this is the example. Maybe this is the metaphor or or the way it would work without using, and I can see why the word priority, you see it as a strong word, but it's a definition of a count of events or a series of, or what you're explaining, It's como decirte, I don't know, like, I have to go urinate. And then Fernie's like, well, you said you had to go piss. No. I didn't say that. I said I had to urinate. Don't be saying that I'm pissing because pissing is a strong word. All right, cool, but pissing is the same thing as urinating. No, it's not. One thing is, relief. The other thing is vulgar. It's just an example, right? Mm. So I see that's how you guys are going back and forth because I know what you're saying, and he's giving you the definition, but then you're like, no, that means that I'm neglecting something before I work on it. Well, I think in anything, I think there's steps for every little simple thing, even from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, there's, it's not that you're neglecting or putting things, it's just a process of steps in order to accomplish one whole unit or one whole movement. I think, I don't know. That's just the way I was, in the background listening to my parents fight,
Como estaba yo el otro día.
But that's my take on it. And yeah, I mean, both of you have a point. Both of you have have strong points. At the same time, I could see, you might not understand Fernie and how Fernie might not understand you. And I think that's normal because this is just us. Just imagine in governments, just imagine in countries, when it's, y aquí que nos conocemos y que somos amigos, you have one point of view and Fernie has another one, and Fernie's trying to tell you, well, no, this is what it is. And you're like, no, that's not what I'm saying. That's how miscommunication starts. But hopefully I like to think I'm Switzerland right now. We're like, hey, we're cool,
there's no putazos here.
No, we're cool. No, it's just
conversating,
like, I get it, and I could see how, like,
I definitely need water, though.
I know.
Está secando,
it's just like, when you have your opinions, or when you have a thought, or you have something, and maybe when you're trying to convey it to someone else and they're not understanding your grasp, or they're not understanding your point, it gets frustrating.
Well, it's exhausting.
It's exhausting, frustrating. Te saca de quicio, like, But in part, I like to think, that these little conversations like this, it does have an impact. It might not have it on us. It might have it on somebody else. But believe it or not, when we have these conversations, I always reflect on them. And I always think of them. I'm like, okay, fuck. This is what's happening. And I hope to think that whenever we're having the conversations, you have the same thing. Where, like, you say, okay, well, I can see why Ramon's like this, but you know what? My way is different, or my thoughts are different. So not that he's wrong, but not that I'm wrong. It's just that we have different ways of doing things or seeing things.
Well, we don't have really that much in common. We're friends, but we live separate lives. We have different ideologies, and we can come in a podcast and kind of still be friends and talk about it. But we probably don't agree with the same things on a high percentage of things. We live our lives differently. So this is a reflection of it, how you can still not agree with the majority of things, but still be friends and have a conversation,
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Truer words haven't been spoken.
Yeah, so it's just an example of how dialogue is important. Right? Even if you don't agree with the majority of things that people around you are saying, you could still be friends and you could still talk about it. Right?
Yeah,
that's basically what we are.
And you should still be able to fucking have an argument, way.
And then have a chill after.
And fucking still be cool, way.
Yeah.
Stop throwing putazos, way.
Well, we're not throwing putazos.
I'm saying that
nobody's throwing putazos, but in another situation,
people should be able to have arguments. And be like, all right,
these get heated, but I don't hate you.
That's what I'm saying.
It's just a conversation where,
Why are you looking at me?
No, I wasn't looking at you.
Okay, I'm like, okay, easy. I'm like trying to stay away from this.
No, man, it's just conversation, man. That's all that we're having is conversation, man.
But we don't know.
I don't know anything. I don't have the answers to fuck. I'm going through my own shit.
Yeah.
But I see what people complain about, and sometimes I have an opinion,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So.
No, man, there's, right now I'm thinking of all the fucking, there's so many, I was hearing somewhere where, people complain about fucking the slightest things, when there's all kinds of shit out there in the world, Y nosotros a veces nos preocupamos, fuck, I scuffed my shoe, And
it's what problems with?
Yeah, and it's like, fuck, my day went all shitty already.
Yeah.
And there's people fucking, going through worse shit right now.
Yeah.
It's just, different stages, different lives, different priorities. But other than that.
Ya que estamos hablando de serio pedo, güey, what do you think about esas mamadas they're fucking, they're finding all the Facebook groups de los pinche border,
I heard something.
Border Patrol,
you know what?
and
for the past week, I haven't seen
ICE.
Instagram or I haven't really seen the stories or followed anything. But I did see something about I guess some Congress people went to go visit, and then alongside of that, they found these Facebook things.
Someone got into first. I think we all knew they existed. No vamos a hacer ways. But someone from the Washington Post or something, fucking got accepted into one of the private. They call them secret. They're there. You can find them. You just can't join them, and you might not know where it is by the title way. But he got into one of these ICE private groups on Facebook. I think it was ICE or Border Patrol or something. Yeah, se ven los pinche vatos talking shit. Y que pues pinche que la señora no quería comer, so fucking que se muera type of deal. Like talking shit about the detainees and just the hell in general way. So I thought that maybe I'd seen that or read it way.
I don't know what the policy for that would be. You could get fired. I've heard of people getting fired for posing provocatively. I've heard people getting fired for making a comment, about fucking a racial group or just whatever it is. These people if that's the norm, if that's what happens when you're on the social media or like ranting, tweeting, or whatever it is, todo este desmadre, I don't see why they shouldn't get penalized for this.
Yeah, well, I mean, it wasn't like that way. It was, I mean, they're closed groups that kind of, I don't know if someone has to vouch for you, but apparently they're not easy to get into. They just the other day, fucking, I guess someone else got into another one, so I don't know how hard it is to fucking, I don't know who has to vouch for you, how it works, but
the point is that they're saying these things, and it's in a private public forum type of deal because it's still through Facebook.
But it's kind of like if you overheard a conversation where, like, if you're at a park and someone just
and they
had a private
recorded
conversation,
you? And
someone just, maybe a journalist heard fucking a border patrol dude or two ICE dudes on lunch talking shit about the Daytini, pues que se muera la pendeja type of deal way. I see it the same way. I mean, I think it's fucked up, but I think in every jale, I mean, this one, it's extreme because they're talking about fucking people and the whole hype thing that, like, me and Stan were just talking about. And it's fucking bad. And I guess they should get fired way. But on every job, there's those, you develop, not on every job maybe, but a lot of jobs you develop these, what would it be, like entitlements or something way?
No, you're indifferent, right?
Yeah, like you get your biases, I guess, from the job. Would that sound better? I don't know. Because even when I started, I ended up pinche in the phone company way. I remember when I first started, in the first like month, ponle, I remember even thinking, hey, estos güeyes, cabrón, I hope I don't get like that. Because
los veteranos?
Los veteranos get, it's no longer, like the way they talk is not, not to say like, también, you once you talk to these guys, you know, they're good peeps, a lot of them way.
But they complain about certain customers.
They talk about customers like they're doing the customer the favor.
Yeah.
I fixed your fucking internet and you're complaining.
Yeah.
I fixed your phone and you're fucking complaining.
Because
like,
the jack is crooked, yeah.
They said favor of this, and when it's your job to like fix it, you're not doing them a favor, you're doing your job. So, I mean, you get those, I don't know if it's biases or entitlement, I don't know what that falls under. So, I'm like, in that sense, I guess these guys get the same thing. It's just,
I mean, it's
más cruel, it's more douchey, I guess.
Yeah, I guess one thing is like, I think there might be a difference to like complain about a customer if I can, you know, that he or she is complaining because the jack or the cord doesn't match the wall or whatever it is, as into somebody, you know, starving or pissing themselves or fucking needing medical attention because they got pneumonia, and they're like, well, fuck it, you know, I can't help you right now because this and that. So if you could hold off to the morning, good for you. It's a different, totally the whole different level.
Yeah, well.
From like, you know, but I get it. It's like, you know, like we have that compa that works for the corrections, and at a certain point you start developing this shell where, like, you know,
they have their biases.
They have their biases.
I've known a lot of law enforcement dudes, and I've had a couple friends. I don't know if I still have those friends, but I'm saying that a lot of them developed, the bias, the fucking in like the dudes in the jails, también, where they develop a bias against the black folk way, and I don't know. I mean, that's what they work with day in and out way, so it's hard to argue with them, you know? But I know they're wrong, but I see where they're coming from because that's their day-to-day way. Mm-hmm. But it doesn't mean that that's the rest of them, you know? It's not the rest of the population. But at the same time, I understand, like, that's their day-to-day. Same thing like at the phone company. I kind of developed it over the years también a little bit, like, no mames, way. I just fucking did all this and todavía quieres esto. It's my job, but even I succumb to it. So it's hard. I don't know how they wouldn't succumb to it with.
I don't know. Maybe because with every job, I mean, if you were given the time to do it right or really spend the time to make a difference or just keep someone satisfied, if you were given the time without being, you know, judged or graded by metrics.
You mean like the pressure? Yeah. Pressure?
By the pressure. So you don't know what these, you know, what they might be going through. Maybe they're like, all right, you know, don't deal with them. Don't worry about it. You're not going to save all of them. If you help one out, then they're going to expect everybody to get helped out. So just don't do this. So if that's the way they're being evaluated, I guess, if that's their job description, I can see why they would react like that. Now, they still have, you know, these are still living beings. These are still human beings, you know. It's like the guy working at the animal shelter, you know. Dogs come in, cats come in, and they're like, eventually they're like, well, we're still gonna kill them, so I can still beat the shit out of them.
Oh shit!
You know?
Yeah, I guess
it's gonna, you know, if nobody picks them up in 2 days, he's gonna euthanize. So I could just kick the shit out of them, or just let them suffer, or like, not take him out to, or not feed him because he's going to die. It's wasted. It's shit like that. That mentality, then they're like, okay, come on, And
now if you put another level on their way, another level on top of that, I don't know about the demographics of the little groups that they found, but there's it's more than like 50% that it's Latino, the fucking border agents, that it's like more than 50% Latino way. So, a lot of these, well, not maybe a lot, but a good chunk of those people that talk that way también are raza way, or at least Latinos. They're talking about like, is that like that's a whole other level también? No, isn't that kind of?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I don't have that job. If it's like the same shit with cops, I guess. Cops treat fucking raza shitty.
That's what,
That's what I'm saying. Like raza cops treat raza, even worse than
harder, tougher. Yeah.
So what do you claim that to? What is it?
That's why. Fuck, I don't know.
And so either way, I mean, you can't have that. You have a job that is. So if it's a lot of pressure and everything, you got into this job, you know what it comes with. It's risky, it's dangerous, it needs, for you to be delicate in situations, it needs for you to be professional situations. If you can't perform that, if you can't keep some sort of, your opinions to yourself, because apparently your opinions right now are affecting the way you treat these inmates or these, well, not even inmates, these, refugees or these,
detainees, whatever.
Detainees or whatever it is. And if you can't put that past your personal feelings, from your professional, then
that's what I'm saying. Is that? Because I don't sound like I'm defending him, because he's like the stuff I read on the little article.
I feel like you are.
But it's because I'm not saying it's right, but I kind of see like the point of view. Like I'm saying, we've known people that are law enforcement that they develop these biases because that's your life day to day. So does that fall under like personal? Because it's professional, but it bleeds over into your personal.
Yeah, it does bleed into your personal.
And you do stupid shit like that, and you say stupid shit like that.
And you make stupid comments, and the thing is, you can't be fair with the detainees, or you can't be fair with the prisoners or the inmates or whatever it is now, because I say inmates because I'm right now associated with the person that I know. Yeah. Not that the detainees are prisoners or anything. Well,
they are prisoners, but...
and it gets to a point where like, your personal bias is going to affect your professional stature in the sentido, because you're already treating them, when you see somebody walking up to you or you see somebody, you're like, oh yeah, this guy's this person's a piece of shit.
But can you think you can separate that though?
I don't know. I haven't been in a situation like that, but I can see it happening.
I'm saying you've been in a situation like that on a smaller, less important scale.
Very, very minute compared to that.
Well, it's the same thing. It's just the importance of like what you're saying is doesn't get reported on the news way. But I'm saying it's the same effect. Like when you start saying the stuff like I'm saying that where you're doing the customer a favor.
Yeah, you start becoming cynical.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same thing that happens to these guys, except theirs.
But if I was overheard, if I was recorded, overheard, or part of a group that's talking shit about the company's customers.
Oh, si tan guys.
That I'm talking about like, oh, this fucking piece of shit person. They get all upset because I scuffed their carpet. Yeah, because my boots were dirty. Yeah. What the fuck? I'm there fixing your phone. I'm giving your internet and all this. If they catch me in a private group saying that, or if this comes out in public and it has my name and it has my picture and everything, I'm going to get fired.
Yeah.
I think that should be the same thing. There's supposed to be some, you might have your feelings and everything, but there's got to be a level of professionalism too. Because believe it or not, our customers are what pays our roof, our rent, our mortgage, our food, all this. And these detainees, believe it or not, if they weren't there, you didn't have a job. So
I don't know. As it is, there's not enough of them, so they might have a job.
Well, yeah, but I mean, son que 20 for every 300. If there was no 300, there's just 20 fucking individuals there just sitting right there looking at each other, fucking grab-assing.
Yeah, I'm just playing devil's advocate, because I know it's wrong. I'm just, when you think about it, it's kind of hard not to see their point of view, because that's your life. That's every day way.
Yeah, and the same thing with us. But at the end of the day, there has to be some sort of professional, at least on my behalf. If I'm talking shit about a customer.
But I mean, how do you fix that then?
How do you fix it? You fucking you don't put this shit on groups. You know. You
No,
don't.
but I'm saying they're gonna develop that anyway. So you tell them just to bottle it up, keep it to yourself.
No, not bottle it up.
It
You just got to be smart.
I'm saying that as a company way. If we look at it at our level, as a company, how do you stop people from developing that?
You
can, right?
You can't, but it's up to the individual. See, this is it's not a catch-22. Well, maybe it is. You know, you're put in a situation that's dire or that's, you know, extreme conditions, and they still want you to, you know, be either
They have a tough job with it.
yeah, but they want you to be non-judgmental, just bland, just do your job, go out. They're not asking for compassion, but they're not asking you to be an asshole either. You know, you do your job. If you need to move this group of people this way, you do it. You don't have to beat them down. You don't have to degrade them, but you don't have to be nice to them and hold their hand either. You know, there's got to be some sort of neutrality in that sense. You can't be one extreme or the other. You just got to have to be general. All right. And so in ese sentido, if they're not being general, if they're like still, you know, talking shit and they're kicking them and moving them, like, oh, okay, come on.
Well,
and they're still bragging about it. It's like, all right, come on.
I've known that law enforcement dude also. And yeah, that dude moved around a lot.
Yeah, and
he moved to different departments.
They shift him around, yeah.
No, well, he moved himself around to avoid.
Oh, okay.
To avoid fucking like, so he started getting beef, so they move him around, and then they kind of just drop it because they're like, yeah, but he's not here anymore.
Yeah.
So I mean, they take care of themselves, right? But I'm saying, just playing devil's advocate, I'm saying I don't know how you change that way. How you change those attitudes from developing way. I mean, it's not everybody tampoco. No. And not everybody goes to like what you're saying, where they start abusing. They might go to work every day and be fucking neutral and fucking in the middle, like you're saying, and then go online and talk all kinds of shit.
But the people in these groups, like for example, if we had, let's just say we're in that situation, right? We're Border Patrol agents, or what are they? ICE?
I don't know if they're ICE or Border Patrol. Or
let's just say they're ICE, all right?
Yeah.
And, you know, you're doing it because you need a paycheck, but at the same time, okay, you're not going to partake into all the beatings or the mistreatment. I'm not going to even say the mistreatment. But are you going to participate in this page? Or are you going to, you know, knowing that this is happening and these people are talking about it, bragging about it, you're not doing it, but you as a person, are you going to still be part of this group? You could opt out and say, you know what, I don't want to be part of it. You're not going to chime in.
Yeah, I understand. That's like a choice way. There's a choice. They go on there and the whole choice will type of thing out. But I'm saying, I don't see how there's a way to change that from happening way. Like to what do you do so they don't build those biases, don't build that mindset way?
You have to do it. Like a doctor can't be.
No,
when a doctor gives you bad news, they're not crying with you. They're just straightforward and everything. Why do they develop that? The bedside manners go fucking crazy.
They've discovered doctor things too, way that doctors talk shit about patients. It's just right now the other thing's bigger, so it's fucking sale a whole article, and there's an article about the que no pelaron. But I'm saying, I don't think there's a way to stop that from developing.
No.
Not the Facebook group from someone.
No, but
I'm saying just a mindset in general of someone working in that environment day to day and not developing some kind of mindset.
They're going to synthesize.
So, I mean, that's what I'm saying. How do you...
I don't know. You're asking I don't have an answer for that.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been thinking about, Wayne.
No, that's...
Not, I don't want to defend them. I'm just saying in general.
That's a big fucking rabbit hole.
It's like the time we're talking about the pedophile thing. Like,
what?
How do you... Remember, don't we talk about the pedophile que like, if they're like that, how do you fix them? How do you change them? Can you?
Yeah, no, they can't come out. Because I think you were saying that like they're fucked because they can't come out and say, hey, I have these fucking tendencies or whatever. What can I do about it? Because then right away they fucking
Ya te
chingan. And if they keep it to themselves, then they end up falling into those tendencies and acting out on them. And then it's like, well, fuck, they're fucked. You know, they can't reach out. They can come out and reach out and ask for help because they're not like, oh, well, something's wrong with you, you know, blah, blah, blah. And, you know, have you touched children? Or, like, just because you're having these thoughts, these are not normal. You're a danger to society and all this shit. Like, well, fuck.
It doesn't change that it's wrong. It's just, like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Just asking.
Está cabrona, Fernie. I don't know. You come up with the...
Well, no, it's because I was thinking about that one this week, when
you could fucking...
That they're wrong. They should get fired. The fucking bullshit.
Yeah, but at what point is it that, you know...
It's not going to stop it because how do you... change that mentality. That mentality from happening.
Or how do you keep these people from getting desynthesized and not fucking caring or like just being...
Because I'm saying, I'm sure there's a bunch of dudes that go to work, do their job, not pa allá ni pa acá, but they build that mentality, and then they got to go unleash. So they go to these groups and unleash.
Don't we have a listener that works around those areas?
Well, I'd rather not say we, pero.
No. I'm not going to say their name or anything, but we have a listener that's reached out to. Maybe he should reach out to us and give us an answer, give us his point of view. You know, what do you do?
Because they have a tough job. I mean, I have.
We don't even have to say their name or whatever.
I have a lot of respect for the law enforcement dudes because that job is tough.
That is an interesting topic. I'm like, how do you do? How does this individual deal with this right now? That he's raza and he's in the border. He's at the front lines. He's seeing this shit day in and day out. How does he deal with it? How does he separate himself from his job and separate it as a family man or as a person? How do you make the distinction? How do you cut it? I don't have an answer because I haven't been put in that situation, and honestly, I don't fucking want to be in that situation. Not for me.
I'm saying it happens, but I'm saying even if you bring it down to like our scale, like I said, it happens to us too.
Yeah, but fuck it. But bueno, listener, if you're out there, you know who you are. Fucking send us a slide into Esteban's DM. He likes getting slid into.
You both like getting slid into DM.
I like sliding into them.
I don't know.
All right. Well, fuck it. I think we're going to call it wraps. Ya nos pasamos de verge on this one.
Vamos parejo, güey.
Yeah. Just a quick reminder, August 3rd, the 100th episode. Still some tickets left. I know that we had some. I know there was a compa, what is it? Mesa 8409 from Indio. He was asking us about them. I sent him the information. Here's the link. Come on down. You know, he's he couldn't listen to us for a while, but now he's back and he's checking us out and he's loving the episodes.
Nice.
You know, that's what he told me. At least in his, you know, what I could break down. Thank you for all the listeners that reached out to us during these little pinches temblores. Thank you. It's nice to know that, you know, you guys out there do take the time and worry, and even though maybe some of you guys know where we're at, and they're like, estos caras no les pasó nada, pinches noticias culeras, you know? And then there's some that don't know, and they're like, hey, are you guys all right? Hey, you know what? That felt good. I don't know about you, Ferns, but I liked it. I don't know, but I think Esteban appreciate it.
What?
Okay, you know, Mr. Beeks reached out to you?
Yeah, we chatted it up.
Yeah. You know, Big Paul, thank you for the birthday shout-out. Gracias. Yeah, él me mandó un mensaje. Ustedes culeros no.
Ramon's birthday, we forgot about that one.
On the day, like, hey, check it out. I'm like, oh, fuck it. Thanks, Big Paul. He even sent me a picture the other day of him barbecuing chicken.
Oh, shit.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Pásale.
Ese Big Paul es a toda madre.
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah. What else? Oh, I know that Jesse from Hippie Cholo Podcast is on in LA. I was trying to catch up with him, but no se ha podido. But if he's still around, fucking let me know how far. Maybe we could catch a beer, ese. All right. And there's what else do we have? That's it, right? Pretty? Am I missing something?
Right, Pinchy tickets. And that's it, no?
And
August 10th.
You got something coming up?
No.
You told me something earlier. Oh, never mind. All right, well, fucking, that's it. I guess that's it for us. I don't know. It's weird because ya no tenemos I missed.
You don't write anything down anymore.
No, I don't. No tengo el fondo.
Desde que te regañamos.
No tengo el fondo. No tengo la guitarra. I miss the guitar. I really do miss the guitar.
It's no wrap up without the guitar.
It isn't, dude. It's like, you know, he has a little... I like the piano, and that was cool, but the guitar had a little... I don't know, it felt personal. It was, you know, from us to them.
Estuvo chido.
You know? But just want to say thank you for listening. Spread the word. Give us a rating. If you haven't on iTunes, it really helps. 5 stars or more. Si no chinguen. Don't bother. Don't bother.
If you put the 1 star way, put Y. That's all I have.
That's true. Yeah, put
Y.
Y.
If you put 3 stars, put Y.
Yeah. You know, and if you put 5 stars, then put Y. It helps out. Esteban's handling that one. He puts it on blast. I like reading those.
Do you?
Yeah, I really do. I really do.
Se le gusta, güey.
Yeah, it's cool. You know, it's like
It's a little
it's a
extra
good
step.
feeling. You know, it's like it lets me know or lets us know that, you know what.
I'll put the bad ones too, but no llegado.
It lets us know that
Positive.
you guys are really enjoying the podcast. I know. So thank you for supporting. Thank you for listening. Thank you for spreading the word. Don't forget the 100th, August 3rd, August 10th, Redlands Lowrider Car Show. And September 21st, we're going to be in Montebello for the Montebello Art Fest. Keeping the Culture Alive. Check them out. Our compa Momo is having a free show on Thursday. If you're around La Brea, hit them up. Momo Rodriguez. They're giving free tickets for that. And what else? I think that's it. Yeah, so.
You repeated everything 3 times, so all right. We're good.
A ratos with that, eh?
Peace.
Ciao!
So late. I guess I was a late. I didn't realize I was late.
Chicano chavo, tomando chelas, chingando tacos, having some fun. Chicano chavo, all kinds of masa. Bernie's all nervous, give him a beer. Chicano chavo, Esther's an asshole. Just lost some fans. Oh, well, tough shit. Chicano Chavo. Ramon's el guapo. He tells good stories. Let's interrupt. Chicano Chavo.